side, a special one from the CEO, Stanton with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moravia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon.
4 minutes after 8 p.m. here in Liberia. This is a wet Saturday. It's been raining cats and dogs throughout the day. But yeah, it can still stop the shining. You know, Spoon Talk is definitely going to come your way. And this is how I'd love to welcome you to Saturday's edition of Liberia's biggest talk show, Spoon Talk. We're live across the Spoon Network and relayed by other stations across the country as well. Today is Saturday, the 24th day of June 2023. My name is Diamond Slanger and I'm producing here tonight. Let me bring on Eugene Lamy Fagon and Dr. Richardson. The rest of the panelists are definitely going to join in as the show progresses on. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Fagon, and good afternoon to you, Dr. Richardson. Your background looks amazing. Yeah, I don't want to talk about the African that you got that you vote in, but your background looks amazing. You changed your background, eh?
Actually, I am not home. Hello to Mr. Fagon. How are you? I am away from home. I believe yesterday.
You finished hosting a Cummins program?
Huh?
You finished hosting a Cummins program?
No. I'm actually celebrating my sister-in-law's birthday. So my husband and I traveled to another state to celebrate the birthday tonight. I'll be here shortly. I'm only going to be here from an hour with Mr. Fagon and then I'll go to get ready for the program. So, you know, I can't miss my responsibility here, my commitment to the Latino people. So yeah, I think there's a program they're having tonight. The Cummins ANC CPP is having a program tonight, I believe, in Detroit for Mr. Cummins. And then this coming Saturday, I will be at the CPP program in Philadelphia. So
is that the one you on the flyer?
No, we had a program. Actually, the one that I'm on the flyer was we talked to Musability this morning. I think that's the one you're referring to. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
You mean you talk to the guy who can cost me a stint on every night?
I don't know about your cousin business. I stay out of.
I just wanted to, because they got a lot of different abilities, and you know, I'm just talking about the guy who opened talk show because of me and Stanton, though.
I don't know if he opened talk show because of me and Stanton, but I do know there got a rift going on. You, Musability, Stanton, and
you're talking about the guy who running in District 7, Nimba County?
Yes, I'm talking about that Musability. Is that him?
Oh, the same guy that is the chairman of the CPP?
Correct.
Oh, that's the same guy that costs me and Stanton every night.
Well, you know, that's between you guys. I stay out of this.
Oh, I see.
You know,
if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a what?
It is. It's a duck.
Well, I don't know. Not necessarily so, but I don't know. All I know is
the CPP people are finally keep on there.
Keep me out of your rift. I am friends to you. I am friends to Mr. Stanton, and I am friends to Mr. Billy.
No, you're not friends with us. You carry our what chairman?
Dr. Richardson is part of the NAM, the Non-Alliance Movement.
There you go. Thank you. I come, I say my own. He said, I say my piece, and I got time to be rolling in the mud with everything.
What he say about us today?
No, we don't focus on that. That's not my intention to focus on you or Stanton. We focus on the CPP Liberia and his accomplishments that he has made to Liberia, his contributions that we don't value. We always value other people.
His contribution that you don't value?
No, the whole
Liberia. That part or Damo cut that part off for me. His contribution that we don't value. You cut it off.
The contribution
for me.
That we in Liberia, we always like to value other people. If that Ghanaian, Caucasian women, let me put women, that women did it. Oh, the women produced it, the women in Liberia. But our own Liberian people, when we do something, like how we yell on this show, we commit ourselves. Even I in a different state, coming to come visit my family. I call you. I say, send a call if I go. Please fill in for Dr. Chino. If Dr. Francis Chino, you came. We don't value that. Or tomorrow you see someone that will be talking different things.
No, actually, I do it for you guys because all of you now support JMB. And that's something I embrace. All of you guys love
breaking news.
Yes. I heard about it in the inner circle and all that kind of stuff.
No.
I also heard that she's been shortlisted for a position at the health ministry.
No.
But then, I mean, she's there.
I appreciate Mr. Falcon. I appreciate you guys supporting JMB, but I don't support him.
No, we're just breaking the news that you people are closet.
Values and the philosophy and the way that I want to see Liberia go. And it's okay. It's okay for you to support whoever JMB, and it's okay for me to support Mr.
I am reliably informed that you people are closet rescuers.
Closet. Oh, they got closet rescue. They got rescue intent.
The people, they got closet rescuers.
They got
the people that in the closet. They can't come outside.
Well, you rescue what? You the rescue train driver,
rescue conductor,
rescue conductor. Then they got closet and rescue. They rescue.
No, you're the closet rescuers. Then you're in the closet. You can come outside because you can't outside. It will be bad for your people then. So you're just there. Don't matter what I'm saying. On the tree.
No. He's a wonderful guy. Mr. Booker has served as a father to a brother of mine, the one that next to me. You know that.
Hey, for Charlene. This man has touched so many lives.
However, I don't believe he has what it takes to move like
No, we're going that way. We're just talking about his goodness. Please cut that part of clip for me, yeah, Damo. Nothing else I got to do on this show.
All you want.
JMB was. JMB is a father to my brother that next to me. So, Damo, let me ask you. If JMB is a father to your brother, then who is JMB to you?
I don't
know.
Yeah, he's a father to you.
Dr. Francine, call a case today. Charlene, JMB that Charlene grandpa. He sent Charlene Ma to school. We got our on tape. JMB that Dr. Francine stepfather. We got our on tape. As for Musa Berete, JMB racing, so we even get that boy.
But Dr. Richardson is saying, despite the family connections, she's not looking at that.
I'm not looking at politics. I'm just looking at the man
family. You know what I know that.
I have no interest in politics now.
We thought now. You see that? You know me. You're your friend.
I have no interest in politics. I'm so happy to know that you be stepdaughter. Oh.
Me and State or Casper, you still say when you can't out it, when the baby kind of got to spend the baby in the butt for them to talk or cry. You say they didn't do it to you. You just came up.
Damo, you want to spot my sweetie? Dr. Francine, you are seeing in the newspaper tomorrow. Dr. Francine confesses JMB is her stepdad.
No.
How you say no?
Well, no, okay. Let me correct. Actually,
no correction. Let's start the show.
I support you on that one. You got a point. If he was a father to my brother, he's a nice man. He could well serve as my dad. But somebody
no. You can't explain it.
When somebody serve my dad, that's not what we would take to put food on the table like Liberian people.
Yeah, we agree, but now we know JMB is your stepdad.
Somebody serving as my dad, and I'm what it would take to agree in the hospital. So let's look for the person who will do all I want. Like, I'm telling you today.
For breaking news now. JMB, Dr. Francine's stepdad.
Damo, you know that. Damo will not do that.
Echo, I'm cutting a clip tomorrow.
Very nice. That reliable source. How the show going, by the way?
The show, but the breaking news for Monday.
You better do it. I had a guest on that show. In fact, Well, I ready to break my story because I have a story. I have a story to break.
I play Charlene,
you know,
then I play your
You know me, I got a story to break. I'm ready to break that story that unreliable sources, I guess not reliable.
Break it any kind of way you want to break it. I'll feel it with all I know, JMB has touched so many lives.
Too funny, Mr. Marco.
Even Diamond life, I just got to know yesterday.
How about the unborn children and he touched their life too?
But then when everybody plenty as vice president for 12 years, anybody under 12 JMB touch your life.
Look at you.
Anybody under 45, 50, you even 55 when the man went to LPMC, right, Damo? And he was agricultural minister. He is on a country rest.
Look at that.
You see it? So nobody can run away. The man saw him, Pepper, you get it.
I think the best thing you need to party or the poor Mr. Faco on the team because they talk to them, make it to it. It be easier.
People that say you want speed, then you want talking because you're not just fine. You can't even people host. That's why they're talking here on the laugh you.
I'm here to celebrate happy birthday. My sister-in-law, she actually is my sister. We don't even do sister-in-law in my family anymore. Charlotte Richardson Wright. She's celebrating her birthday today. So my husband flew out here to be with her. So we're here. Actually, that's why I'm here at 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go. I have to go change my clothes and get ready to go. So happy birthday, Charlotte. I love you. We love you. The family loves you.
You going to play again?
We're gonna go I gotta go get dressed to go to the program. We're not to the program yet.
We got special clothes for that program.
Oh, special clothes, special hair, special face, everything gotta go. You think that's something small?
What Jesus entered me? One of Mary's sister, they are telling me what Martha. No, one of Mary's sister. Mary had a sister.
And what you gotta say about that? I don't know.
No, that was Jesus entered. That one used to let dressing get at you.
that thank God you see that rescue dresser. You talk about that rescue dresser.
Any one of y'all on the live view who know Jesus, my sister named Mary's sister. Mary went to the tomb with two other ladies, right, Tamo? Yeah, they were her sisters. The Bible said they were her sisters.
Won't let dressing you out there. I know.
No, I said Mary. I said her sister used to let dressing.
Mary's sister was grieving when she went to the tomb because
no, she was already dressed.
She was dressed, and when she saw Jesus rolling from the stool, and she said that Jesus that she make her on her face.
No, that the angel roll his stone away. But she was so dressed, she didn't go inside of that. She just stood because they don't know what in the tomb. So that's what I'm thinking. You know, the way you want to go to dress. I'm feeling pressing your African clothes, how you look. Then you said, I want to enough. You just Jesus entered.
Yeah, wait. I will say a picture of the show tonight. The thing tonight you see. And I know.
Somebody said her name was Salome.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Another person confirmed Salome.
Come here for power story, huh?
So you dressing like Salome now?
Yeah, I'm dressing like Salome. We can show tonight. You think I'm coming to Salome on dress, huh? So I got carry and thing I call Salome.
Let's start the show, yeah. I'll give up.
How you doing? How Liberian people? How you doing? Y'all don't mind me if I go. We're just laughing today. We gotta laugh.
Too many gotta de-stress. I want to laugh.
Yeah, too many things going on. Time what's going on Liberia?
A lot happening in Liberia.
As well as too much.
Leone. Yeah, but on Saturday there is always, a downturn in political events. But today we did see the yellow sea. Yeah. Today I was on my way to the station, and I was just seeing yellow. So I decided to stop and inquire what was happening. And apparently today what happened at the CDC headquarters was Marylanders endorsing the presidential re-election bid of His Excellency Dr. George Manning Weah. But it's not about the Marylanders though, because everybody down from Maryland, everybody was wearing yellow t-shirt. If we look at those who actually are from Maryland, there will be a minute number though. But we're looking at the timing of such an event, just days after a prominent daughter of Maryland County, plus 3 others, were arrested and
And the
subsequently
former senator.
and a former senator, and then sent on remand at the Monrovia Central Prison. And we see Marylanders endorsing the president's bid for re-election.
Wow.
That tells you we are trying to say, even though this is happening, but we have Marylanders behind us. You know, it meant a lot than just what we saw today. It was more than just Marylanders coming out, but it was to say, okay, though she's from Maryland and she's a permanent daughter of the county, but we still got Maryland in our hands. And though James Bynum is no longer a part of us and he's a senator of Maryland County, but Marylanders have come out to say, look, we don't care. We're supporting you people. Yeah. So it was the statement that was being made today. That program was just a statement that, okay, Maryland is on our side. But at the end of the day, whether it was a true thing represented by actual Marylanders in their numbers, as we did see everybody wearing the yellow, at the end of the day, October 10 is going to decide where Maryland and where Marylanders are going to cast their ballot in terms of which candidate they are going to select. We saw Cummings in Maryland, and Marylanders turned out again. We saw the same thing in Grand Bassa County. You know, when Senator Kanga Lawrence did her endorsement of the rescue ticket, we saw Grand Bassa people from Bassa land turning out again when Mr. Cummings announced, you know, Madam Brumskin, Councillor Brumskin, as his running mate. So this particular program today, the Yellow Sea program, is a statement that answers a lot of questions. And whether those questions are really being answered in sincerity, that is the issue. Yeah. So, but we will see in on the 10th of October. And also, I want to say congratulations to the over 500 graduates that walked out of the walls of the Cottington University today. A lot of my friends, you know, got their masters and some got their bachelors as well today. I would love to say congratulations to them. Yeah, it's an amazing. Yeah, but also in Cape Mount, I got a report from Grand Cape Mount County contributor that 30 persons on board a bus that was headed from Nimba to Grand Cape Mount for a church program. The driver was over speeding, according to survivors, and they had an accident. They dumped into, you know, the water. The bus dumped into the water. Yeah, but nobody died, thankfully. But people sustained injuries, you know. And they said, according to survivors, the driver was over speeding as if he knew the road, and only to meet up with that particular quarter along the road, and he then dumped the bus. But thankfully, nobody at all died. That's a good thing. Again, it raises the question of why we need not just good roads, but also we need road safety tips. We need a lot of road signs, and we need a lot of education of our drivers. And one thing I tell passengers is the fact that you have to tell the driver what to do when you onboard a vehicle. If he's over speeding or he's driving recklessly, you guys need to tell him to stop. If he doesn't want to stop or slow down or whatever, sometimes the best option is to be late for the occasion and to be late forever. Yeah. Yes, the best option is to be late for the occasion rather than you being late forever. So if the person is not listening and they want to still overspeed, I tell you, job put me down right here. Yeah, I'll find my way. If it's not safe for me at that point in time, I'll keep putting pressure on you, and everybody else will do so until you can drive at the normal rate. But thankfully, nobody died. So those are just few things I thought to highlight tonight on the show. A lot of other things happening across the country. Sierra Leone, just to close, we've been monitoring what's happening in Sierra Leone. According to BBC and other international wires, the turnout was high when polls opened today. Approximately 3 million Sierra Leoneans were said go to the polls to vote. You know that economy is a key factor in this election. As President Adabio is running for re-election, he wants to lead Sierra Leone again for another 5 years term, and he also has a major contender in one Sumara Kamara, if I got the name right. Yeah, who's also running on the ticket of the APC. So in Sierra Leone, you have to get 55% of the vote to be declared an outright winner. If you don't, then they have to go for a rerun. So we are following what's happening in Sierra Leone, because at the end of the day, they are our neighbors. And as Mr. Fagon rightly said on one of the editions of Reliable Info 360, if your neighbor's house is on fire, you have to be careful. You have to take cue from what's happening so that your house cannot be on fire. Your roof cannot also catch fire. And what happens in Sierra Leone affects Liberia as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What happens in Sierra
Well,
Leone affects Liberia, we cross border neighbors, and we have a lot of intermarriages and a lot of Liberians in Sierra Leone, a lot of Sierra Leoneans here as well. So we're praying that their election can be free, fair, and transparent. Amen. And so they can have, this is their 5th election since the end of their 21-year civil crisis. It is their 5th election. Yeah. So those are just what I thought to highlight as well.
Wow. Oh, never
in America.
Say that again. What was that?
The last one, Mr. Kumi said running made in America. He took a picture. He's on the move. He's on the move to change Liberia, to fix Liberia. So all of you posted the picture where he's in the blue blazer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Action picture.
Yeah.
But I was told that some sources is there for a fundraiser and other activities as well. So we wish them all the best.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, never a dull moment in Liberia. Actually, there's something that's happening in Russia as well. I don't know if you caught that. Something that
where the Wagner group,
their
head.
Don't use the W. The W in Russian translates to V.
Okay, so it's what? Wagner.
Oh,
Vag.
Oh. All right. Wagner. All right.
But we need put the G in it, Wagner.
We need to attend to that, because this Putin guy here, he's doesn't like to be challenged, and he likes to be in power. He likes to be in control. And we heard today that someone interfered with his authority today, that took some parts of Russia that this group has under their control. So let's keep a good eye on that, because with Russia going into the Ukraine and declaring war and just kind of killing. Well, I think the Ukraine is standing up to them, but they are destroying Ukraine. So we got to really keep an eye on that group. And there's some stories that group has also penetrated some parts of Africa as well. They've been behind some of yes. They've been behind some of the overthrowing of governments that we have had in different areas in our country. So we need to keep a very close eye to them. Out of them. Yeah. Anything, Mr. Falcon, did you want to say more about that group as well? Or you just...
Well, two things. The first is Wagner is all over the place. Burkina Faso, Guinea.
That's right.
Mali, and the presence in Mali was so heavy that they had to expel the French from Mali. Imagine coming to Liberia and expelling the Americans.
Yeah.
God forbid. I think that they can try it, because that Liberian post would say, you know what? For that one, let it stay.
Yeah.
You want to expel any other people, but our American team, you don't play with it. You see how we poor? We'll eat money with food. But when it comes to America, don't play. And I think what has happened is that this guy has built an army that is not a superpower army, but is capable of fighting a superpower at least 60% of the way.
Yes.
And now that he understands that Putin is vulnerable,
yes,
vulnerable in the context that Putin had to beg him for help. Like, we know you to be strong. We know you to be a strategist. But you came and begged me, Dr. Richardson, that it's tough on me. You really need to help me. Well, I know you have helped me with money, arms, and ammunition. But the fact that I have the strength and I have the men, I can take the pace. And then I'm there. You have your defense ministry. I'm the main man fighting the war. And I'm giving orders and your men giving me a hard time. And so he goes like, okay, but then you know what? I'll do it my way. And my way is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And Putin sees it as a direct challenge to him. And you know, Putin does not take it lightly.
No.
So for that reason, Putin goes after him. And I can tell you he's moving deep into Russia. He's already seized an air base.
Yes.
He's already captured several hundreds and thousands of soldiers. Hundreds of soldiers, but thousands because they are surrounded. And when it comes to Wagner, they'll die before they surrender easily.
Yes.
And so we got to keep an eye on him. But many people are predicting that if it's not dealt with sooner than later, this could mark the beginning of the end of Putin.
Correct.
Because that means you are fighting Ukraine, you are fighting the volunteer army, and then you're also fighting Wagner.
Yes.
And if that happens, you cannot survive all the different front lines.
No.
At some point, you will have to surrender, especially if the Chechens withdraw. I'd like to go to the Maryland issue.
Yes, go ahead.
I am formerly of the CDC. Today, I send my people out there. And reliably, many of the people that were put on the buses from the 17 districts, they told the 17 districts to bring in Marylanders. Come on now.
Wow.
From Monserrato, the 17 districts should bring in Marylanders. They provided the buses.
Wow.
They provided the monies. Where will you take Marylanders from all around? No. So the guys carry people. But greediness, they refuse to pay. They refuse to pay. And many of the people were disgruntled, they were cussing, and stuff like that. We'll come up with that on Monday. Last but not the least is Nyambli and Jeremiah Kuhn were in Bassa today. They paid a visit. You know, they got compound number 1, compound number 2. And they were out there on an announced visit. They just went in to acquaint themselves with the various political capitals within Grand Bassa County and political seating, rather. And they met the people. It was a wonderful time. Now, I think, in all fairness, the Gloria Musu Scott case is a heavy one, but I'm beginning to. I want to see what's going to happen between now and Monday. I still remain very adamant that the government mishandled this case. In America, when things like these happen, you will find the police chief will come up to say, look, they will say, okay, you know, this and that happened. We are investigating, and we will get back to the public.
Yes.
Every one day or so, they will come up and brief the public.
Absolutely.
This did not happen at no part of the town. We just operated on rumors. We operated on any information. We operated on what the police said, and on and on and on. And so, as far as I'm concerned, there are so many things legally flawed with this case. And Liberians had the right to have their say the way they wanted to, how they wanted to. It's their right, being fully responsible for it. And I can say to the government, when these things happen, there is nothing wrong with you coming forward and say X, Y, Z. That's what it's called, a press conference. For a high-profile case like this, you don't hide from your people. Same thing with a drug case. Stop hiding from your people. What are you trying to cover up? So let's assume, without admitting, that Gloria Musu Scott is part of the guilty group. All of them are guilty of murder. What would the government say to the Liberian people? We told you. No, you didn't tell anything. You did not say anything. And so at the end of the day, you cannot boast of that. Same with the drug case. So that's just my 1 cent, 2 cent today. Today is Saturday. You know, I'm hoping for something. And when you leave, maybe we'll do something different. We'll wait for you to go before we do something different.
So you wait for me to go, then you do something different. But
when you party, you know, when we can work.
Let's welcome Councilor Lami Parkour to the show. Councilor, it's good to have you. I watched the show yesterday. You guys were on point. I saw it later after I came home. And you guys did very well. It's a very important and informative show. So I like the expertise, the legal expertise that you provided, and also, your support for Muna Fahar, who came in yesterday. I saw that Mr. At one point you told Mr. Fagon, you're not here to support Mr. Guinness. Yes. But
sorry to cut you off, but the people have voted unanimously. You're and the Gonglo people, you're together. You can't fool nobody again.
Together
you
on
and
what?
the Congo people. Now one day you're not attack Jawia. And none of you not attack each other. The Liberian people finish voting on you. I mean, I love Liberians.
The lawyer not ask you to get on what? That was appropriate
they
legal.
say you're two together. You're in the same game.
How?
Okay. Well, I'm going to share my views about what happened today in Liberia, the Marylander that came out to support CDC. I think it's a bit insensitive. I really do. I think the timing is just inappropriate when we have a permanent citizen from Maryland County going through this legal process, and then here it is, we see the gathering of Marylander together to support CDC, who is not constructing or following adequate or just legal process. In my point of view, I just think, like we are saying, there is almost like try and error with the legal process, which I don't think it should be that way. So I think that's been really insensitive at this point. They can do that. I mean, this is the time for people to endorse each other. We see that in our politics. Hopefully there will be a point where this will stop. But every day, this group is endorsing that group is endorsing this group. I don't fully understand the psychology of it. Maybe it's the matter of the psychology of money. Like Fagon just added, say, oh, they can pay you to go get a bus ride to go, and eventually if they don't pay you, so maybe it's the psychology of your belly. Maybe that's what it is. But I think, bringing Marylanders to support CDC at this point when we have a permanent member of Maryland, going through this haphazard legal process is just, to me, again, inappropriate and unfair to her. Of course, I think I agree with Tom. The issue is the road safety is concerning to me, and also want to congratulate the graduates from Connington University. We wish them well here from the Spoon family. Yeah. So, Councilor Lamy Bako, did you have any thoughts on the endorsement issue concerns?
Those endorsement politicking, I've been one of the people who've never been a fan of it. And I mean, you can easily round up any group of random people and say they should come and endorse, especially if you have extra money to give them. It's going to be an easy thing. I don't know the speculation that Dama did. I don't know whether the timing has anything to do with the Gloria Scott case. I mean, he may be right that they are trying to say that regardless of what we've done, people are saying that we're going to lose votes for it. But yeah, the people from the very county that this person is represented before, and some permanent person from, people from there endorsing us. It may also be a response to show that they have support in Maryland after expelling, purportedly, I should say, after purportedly expelling Mr. Senator Barney from the National Patriotic Party. So it may be both, it may be either, it may be neither of those situations. That it may be a program that may have been playing a long time ago and they just decided to do it. It just coincided with these two situations. Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, people are always going to endorse other people. It doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, the UP and the CDC think that they should always make theirs public, because I think they think that they can win some support, extra support. If people see them as the group that everybody is running behind, then other people who don't even want them would decide to just take sides. So I think that's the reason why they keep on doing this endorsement thing. On the Senator Scott case, I was trying to get my hands on the indictment that was June. That was got last night. I think the grand jury met last night, and they, from what we heard, they issued a true bill. meaning that they've agreed to the government's evidence that they have, and they think that Councillor Scott and the others have a case to answer to. Until I can see that indictment and actually read it, I will reserve my further comment on this matter until I can see what evidence they presented to convince the grand jury to decide that there's a case to answer. And I think I will admonish people in the public to do likewise. And even after that is done, we have to be careful. Me, for someone like me, after reading that, at the point issues are joined, I will refrain from making comments on that matter until the case is heard. But as I have said consistently on this network, the available information in the public does not support a case. I've consistently said that. So unless there are other information that the government knows that some of us are not privy to, obviously will not be privy to things that they know, especially the fact that they're doing investigation. Until that's the case, then maybe there's a case to answer. But other than that, as what I know so far, I don't think there's any case to answer.
Yeah.
And then I'll finally close the Ukraine thing. As I was coming in, I saw an alert from BBC that they resolved that matter, not the Ukraine thing, the Russian thing. I mean, earlier today, since last night, it appeared like there was going to be a change of government in Moscow by the end of today. How rapidly that situation was going on. It appears like they resolved it. The Belarusian leader, president, intervened, and they broke out a truce. The Wagner people are going back to their bases, and their leader is being exiled, according to what BBC announced literally like 30 minutes ago, put in the Kremlin, that they are going to be exiling. He's going to be sent into exile. They will not bring any charges against him. They're dropping the charges that they brought against him yesterday. And they are also not going to charge any of the soldiers or his fighters. So I think they've succeeded in limiting the damage that could have been done, and they've removed this guy from the battlefield and stuff like that. I don't know whether that's a long-term solution. It seems that they have a serious problem on their hand over there. The fact that for a country as big as that country is and as powerful as it's supposed to be, for you to have a potential coup plot on your hand, it means that there is something very nasty that is brewing below the surface. And so I will stop there.
Yeah. Yes. Councillor Marco, we really appreciate and respect your view on withholding your thoughts about the Gloria Musu Scott's case, considering, your legal profession. I think that's a well-respected position from my end. And I think that your call for the public to also remain calm and until we see further, paperwork, until we have further evidence to speak about this case, is also respected. And I want to join you in saying that as well. Let's keep an open mind, as well as I like to, I'm happy that Mr. Falcon is here to say when there's challenges or unusual pattern within the legal procedure, we can call those out. What we saw, arresting her and releasing her and then arresting her again, it seems like an unusual thing that would happen. So yes, we were in the right to call it out, to say, you start, what is constructive detention? Those kind of new languages that are in our mouth these days regarding the case. But yes, until we get to see the full process unfold, I think it will be in the best interest of our country and Madam Gloria Musu Scott and the other accusers to remain calm and let our justice system unfold. Mr.
I would just add something, as that case is going to be a jury case because of the murder charge. One of the situations where if it's a capital, not even one of the situations, if it's a capital offense the person is charged with, the person cannot waive jury trial. I normally do not like jury trials because the way juries used to be in Liberia, you just have to go and do some corrupting in the background, and then you win a case or you lose the case. So this one is definitely going to be a jury case. So the moment that they join issues, it will not be proper to to discuss that matter. I mean, it's been discussed a lot. I won't be surprised if there is going to be a change of venue. If the government asks for a change of venue, I won't be surprised. Because of all the conversation that's going on around about it in the lead up to this indictment, I won't be surprised if they ask for a change of venue, because it's very, very possible that the opinion in the Montserrat County areas is very polarized presently around this particular case. But I won't be surprised if they ask for a change of venue.
Yes, actually, I think 2 days.
Case.
Yes, 2 days ago that came to my mind when I thought that the discussion of this case and actually how the government is handling this case run the risk of allowing the jurors to be in favor of Madam Scott. I mean, withholding the burial of her daughter or withholding the body of her daughter, arresting her and then releasing her and then arresting her again. To me, you can play with how the jurors or people in Montserrat County, let's say, which is where you would select your jury pool from, might be favorable to her. It just seems to me. So yes, I won't be surprised if the government takes, in fact, I'll be happier, honestly, if they take the case out of Montserrat. I think that would give everybody a fair shot at the outcome of the case. So one more thing I wanted to add to this, and Mr. Fagon and all of the people who are watching us, I'm not hearing Prince Johnson talking a lot lately. I'm getting a little bit curious about why he's not, conversing. So I heard this morning that he's a little bit unhappy because Unity Party is putting up a candidate in Nimba County. And so I'm not sure. I'm still getting, these are all unfolding information I'm getting. And also there was some issue about Mr. Cohn having to travel to the United States and his visa was denied. I don't know the fact of that, but I don't know if you know anything about it, Mr. Fagon, that you want to clarify. But there was this issue about especially Unity Party putting up a candidate to run in the district, well, in Nimba County, where Prince Johnson is often known as the Godfather, and he runs all the time. So I just wanted to know if you knew anything about that.
Absolutely, all of what you're saying is breaking news.
Okay.
And I can guarantee you it's only coming from the ANC backroom. And the reason why I say the ANC backroom is because there is an agreement between the MDR. Forget about Prince Johnson. He's no longer the political leader. He's a very influential man in Nimba. But there is an agreement between the MDR and the UP. Mm-hmm. That MDR, that your place, Nimba, that your place. Mm-hmm. We got nothing to do with it. So that should prove to you that thing is coming from ANC backroom. MDR owns Nimba County. Mm-hmm. They are going to field the candidate. They are the ones, whether Prince Johnson, Jeremiah Kuhn, they're the ones that always win there. They know their territory. Mm-hmm. Even with the CDC, that agreement was enforced. Because that's their era, that's their party. Mm-hmm. And even by political expediency, when you call United Party man over there, what are you doing there? You make it fun. But equally so, United Party man can be picked.
There's this guy called Yan Twayan, Twayan. That's the guy. I'm just see my notes.
That's the statement I was about to end for you.
Okay, good.
So, MDR will be the one to say, well, you know what happened? Councillor Lamy, even though he Gonglo Party, run here. You run here. No United Party cannot choose, will not go to Nimba County.
Wait and see.
So MDR can even choose you. It's MDR prerogative.
So what do you think about Yan Twayan, who is running on a United Party? That's the unit. That's the one.
I am a supporter of JMB. I don't follow the various political wrangling going on the other side. All I want is for JMB and Jeremiah Kuhn to become the president and next president. Okay. Because I believe the genuine change that we need now in the country can only come from the top. Because if we look at the hanging fruits and the grass on the ground, it's like you find drug dealers, human rights abusers, corrupt people, and all it takes is the chief law enforcement officer, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia, and the executive branch, which is supposed to enforce the law. People are so lawless today because it's like, we are playing football. What do y'all do, man? I don't care if it's Kumis. I don't care if it's Gonglo. But we need someone that will be a leader, that is going to ensure that the right things are done. And I believe that the man who served for 12 years with a stern record, whom Madam Salif said, if I die today, take it. But then God help her. We prayed for her. She did not die. Time for him to take it. She said, let the footballer take it. So some of us, and I will always say, we follow her. We fought the old man because we felt she sold us the idea of generational change. I will be playing that all the time on my video. Now we say, yes, let the old people go rest. Behold, behold, the young people were coming. They were going to Madam Salif regime. We saw 2 mysterious deaths. Michael Allison for blowing the whistle on the whole civil mining thing. And we saw Harry Greaves for blowing the whistle on all of the deals that went on with these big hotels, mining companies. Their bodies washed ashore on the beaches. Then we saw the young boy came in. We said, let the past be the past. But my God, 8 auditors, security officers, people, human beings, the drugs came in the country more than ever before. Prices went up. The U.S. rate went from 131 to now it's going to almost 190. And so, again, that is where I stand. But as far as these politics go, these different political groupings go, you know I will have insight. The MDR, by the agreement, is responsible for Nimba. It doesn't mean that they will not choose one of Gonglo men or they will not choose somebody, but it's strictly within their purview and jurisdiction. And let me tell you now, having been a person that have spoken to Prince Johnson, you know, God knows. I can tell you the reason why Prince Johnson is quiet is because he's a man that speaks to issues truthfully. He has come on this platform. He said he won war crimes court. Nobody took it for him off. You were president. He said he wanted. He's waiting for it. So nobody can put war crimes court behind him. But every time he wants to speak to an issue, like every other Liberian does, they say, whoa, Prince Johnson, he didn't want controlling Jeremiah Kuna. Why is Prince Johnson inside? If you take that so Prince Johnson say, you know what I mean? Your thing, I will sit down in my corner. He's been sitting down in your corner. Now the ANC people are asking for him. The Gonglo people are asking for him.
No. Gonglo people didn't ask for. Gonglo people didn't ask for Prince Johnson.
The Gonglo people and the ANC people. Should I bring Prince Johnson also?
Well, that's
when people start asking questions about nefarious dealings in the Nimba County thing, you remember just the other day we were talking about the Lofa County one, where you people decided to honor the Liberty Party in Lofa County.
Don't say you people.
Do not say you part of the people now. It won't be fair when you do that.
I support JMB, even if I'm part of the people.
Yes,
one man, which is let's get it straight. Brani Samuka. Let's get it straight. Then you can continue. Brani Samuka is one person. Brani Samuka is an individual.
Very serious person in that arrangement. Very serious person in that arrangement.
I'm an individual who asking a question. I didn't represent ANC here.
So when you see people start talking about these things for different parts of the country, it signals an issue that you got to take very seriously, because it happened in Lofa, and I'm not sure whether you people have resolved that problem yet. So when people start having these issues, you got to be very careful how you respond to it. There are people on the live feed that are asking you for the agreement between you and MDR, for you to publish that agreement so they can see the content of it. And then I would also like to just maybe respond to one or two things. One of the posters asking whether this subjudicial rule applies to ordinary people also. So meaning basically whether people can discuss cases that are ongoing in a court, whether it applies to ordinary people, it applies to everybody. That's basically the rule. Even though a lawyer will feel more pain for doing that than an ordinary person would, but anybody can be held in contempt for doing that.
Sure.
Our society hasn't gotten to the level yet where the judicial system will ignore public discussion of cases. And I mean, for me, I always like to make a distinction in cases. If a case is a jury trial, I think it shouldn't be discussed. But if it's a bench trial, I think anybody can discuss it. the judge should see him or herself as somebody who is strong enough to blank out the public discourse and deal with the issue based upon the facts in the law. So if I were a judge, I would certainly do that. It doesn't matter what you say about a particular case. My decision is not going to be swayed by armchair lawyers or what the American people can call money back quarterbackers, right? My views will not be, my decision will not be swayed by things like that. But if it's the jury, that's a totally different ballgame, because these are not legal experts. These are not law people. They are supposed to be ordinary people from the community whose understanding of the matter should be from a pure standpoint. It shouldn't be colored by what other people said. That's the reason why sometimes they can sequester jurors before they proceed.
But you're a lawyer, right? Looking at this case, and I'm going to push this back to you. This thing happened on January 22nd at about 10 p.m. in the night. In February. Y'all say, I shouldn't say February, y'all won't check this. No, it happened in February. So we had February, March, April, May, June. June is already only 6 days from now before you even. So 5 months. Their case not Josh all over the Flowcroft. It had dragged the whole place. You know, it is who you going to sequester that don't know or don't have some sentiments, whether for government or for her. Everything they put aside while the case was already Josh.
Yeah.
No, so
I'm not
so
saying
forget about it.
they will not hear it. I'm saying it's 5 months that everything was all What kind of draw you will find?
Actually, it was February 22nd it happened, right? So it's actually 4 months. This 2 days ago is 4 months and 2 days. So 2 days ago it became 4 months.
Carry
so
back to 3 months. No, I want you to carry back to 3 months. We not yet Isa or Sa.
But Eugene, the thing here is that whether people heard about it or not, the information that been passing around may not be the information that will be presented in court.
I agree.
So the facts presented in court, if at that particular point when the case starts, especially after the grand jury indictment is made public, the content of that grand jury indictment may be totally different from all the things we've been talking about. So, and by right, what the juror should be looking at is what presented to them in court. So they will weigh the evidence based upon what they hear there. So with respect to that, it may be something totally new. That's the reason why I'm saying that.
I beg to differ with you. And the reason why I say I beg to differ with you, then you got to go back to the press conference on Thursday.
They said something. You think the things they said in that press conference they were including the indictment? You think that's the indictment they were just saying in the press conference?
No. What I'm saying, in America, when you see an officer on the boat, you live here before, telling you that the people came from so, they enter so, they came through that door, nobody opened it. That is why in America, for as long as I have lived here, 2002, 2003 up to now, they will always tell you there is an active and ongoing investigation.
Yeah.
We're not going to delve into it because we don't want to jeopardize the case or whatsoever. I want to explain everything they know.
They have whole press conference, you know, more whole horse, everything.
There's a 3D. Anyway, up there, the fence is 4 meters.
Exactly. Yes.
You are a lawyer. I'm just looking at you, and I can tell you are a tricky lawyer. Sorry to say.
Wow.
Yes. You will go take your tape line. You go measure that woman fence. When they're 4 inches short, they're in trouble. If you go behind that door and you find the iron bar that just O.J. Simpson case, if you follow the O.J. Simpson case, they said this is the glove. They said the man put a hand in the glove. The man put a hand there, it couldn't fit.
You must acquit.
Look at the Francine, too sweet. Oh. If it doesn't fit, it means he must have quit. Now you go to the window, the man said on the tape that the man used cutlass to open the window. You go look at that iron bar, take like that, you look at the judge, you say, can we reenact the scene? Possibly they let the cutlass open the thing?
You can allow them to go back on the scene. The jury can go back on the scene.
That's what I'm saying. So our own people, they not explain everything what they know. They didn't even preserve the crime scene. Nothing. Everybody jobo.
So you see,
can I just? I have to leave.
I will follow suit.
For this particular charge, it is beyond a reasonable doubt. So anything that casts doubt on the government's case loses the case for the government.
Yes.
So
I say you are a tricky lawyer.
No, it got nothing to be tricky law. You know, the defense side of it, from my experience in law, I've done more defense work. I think I did prosecution work only once, and it was basically as a result. Not even I didn't even do prosecution work. I always been on the defense side, and I think that's the easier side of the case. Because for you got to do anything. You got to wait there for them to present the evidence, and then you destroy it. That's all you need to do.
Put holes into it. Yeah. So
yeah,
guys, I beg to leave. I have to just go and get ready. Like Falcon said, I'm gonna be looking like, you know, Jesus' sister, Salome. So I gotta go and do that. So you guys have a wonderful show.
Before you go, yeah,
leave me alone because I know you're coming to bring some.
No, I got one question before, so to get me Falcon to relax a bit, because now that you're going, he got no partner. I come in running around here like nobody pays me. Jesus' stepfather was Joseph. Jesus had any uncle?
Uncle.
The Bible doesn't talk about Joseph's brother.
Joseph had brother.
The Bible doesn't mention him. Does he mention him?
But he was a carpenter.
Yes, he was.
Who are working in a shop?
I know.
Eh?
His son, obviously, Jesus was carpenter also.
No. Jesus used to go to the temple. That Jesus not go to no carpenter shop.
Yeah, let me call. If I can play check.
Okay, cool.
You have a great show. I'm
you
sure
too. I just wanted to keep on. I saw AB Shadow. He came 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. To me say time to go get dressed. Bye. See you later.
I'm going to be late.
Yes, have a great show.
So Lami.
Yeah.
I got a deal, but I'm going to put it in the discussion room. I like for it to be like that, okay? You can read it in the room.
Mm-hmm. Let me look at it.
Because these things should be spontaneous. Since we don't have a lot of people today, let's try it and see how it works.
No, I mean it is I don't know whether it's a good I mean spontaneous or not spontaneous. I'm not sure.
Read the question.
Yeah, I saw the question. I saw it.
Exactly.
I saw it. You know.
Because we're only 2. Unless you want to debate me as to whether Gongolo can beat Bwaka.
Gongolo can beat anybody.
Because anytime you say Gongolo can beat anybody, my answer would be JMB can beat Jawia, because that means you want Jawia Sana.
Gongolo can beat anybody. The key thing here is the majority of the Liberian people out there who will not go to any political rally, who will not wear any political t-shirt, those people are the key group of people. The moment those people can make the link between their state of wretchedness, their state of poverty, their state of I mean, I don't know what kind of simple word to use there. The level of hunger that they suffer every day, the moment they can make that link between that and the thievery that happens in their government, those people will easily vote for somebody that Councilor Gongolo. You know, yesterday we were talking about the rice issue, right? Mr. Giddings had mentioned that they were you guys would do, even though you don't like me to class you with them, but you see, he said you people would use the swamps.
Class me.
Excellent idea. That's an excellent idea. The swamps, if you farming in swamps, you see the people doing in Asia all the time, and that's the reason why they produce a lot of rice that they even export to us. If you were doing that, we will solve our rice food problem, because one of the major things that it will solve our rice food problem, right? But you know the reason why consistently our governments have not put any premium on making sure that we are food self-sufficient? Eugene, do you know the reason why?
I know
the reason why. Right. Why do you think is the reason why we have not put had any focus to make sure that we are self-sufficient in the production of rice? Why you think it has never happened? There's a simple
Because
reason why it's happening.
there is a simple reason.
Firestone came and destroyed agriculture in Liberia, which is also true. But since Firestone coming down to all successive governments, especially over the past maybe 40 years, why do you think we have not, the governments have done nothing to ensure that there is self-sufficiency in rice production? Why you think is that's the case?
Because the answer is very simple. If you've been around like you are, you would know that people get kickbacks from the subsidies from rice.
Exactly.
People are looking for $3 to $7 million to feed the entire country, and you are giving importers 11 million. Does it make sense? No, that's how they get rich.
So you see, it serves our elites, it serves people in government to have the importation of rice continue because they can make a profit from it by giving all these licenses, the import permits. If you're not one of the people who are, well connected in the government, you don't get it. So they see it as a means of making money. And that's the reason why, till we can solve our problem of corruption, Eugene, we're not going to be self-sufficient in food. It's not going to happen. Why you think the refinery, they will give you all the excuses why the refinery can't come back online? You think those excuses make any sense? The same reason why rice will not pay attention to producing food, or let's say rice, they focus on the rice, is the same reason why they will make sure the refinery never comes online. They will always bring crazy excuses. Oh, this thing is too expensive to run. This thing is too this. They will always do that because they can make some money. They can secure cronyism by providing those permits to import to their friends in order for them to get some kickbacks. It all boils down to one thing: corruption. All boils down to that.
I will tell you this though. If Firestone can own that much land and grow rubber to where they can export it, that's one of the reasons why I'm following JMB. You do the mechanized farming, but you grow rubber, then you bring Pusawa red and give it to our people. So what makes you think we can use the same machine and grow rice like that, and grow pepper, and grow bitter balls, and feed our people, and have new innovation, new thinking? That is why JMB remains the most qualified person to talk about that issue. At any debate, having served as LPMC manager, having served as agriculture minister, having been within the agricultural sector and knows a lot about agriculture, I don't foresee any other candidate coming to question him in that line. But he knows what he's supposed to do, and he has said it repeatedly. We are going to take the money and put it into mechanized farming. If machine will do the soil, plant it over, Gongo people in us, that's why I don't let to fire. Because clearly, that's why when you're backing the Kumi's people, then I get this, and y'all want to find out why I got this. Kumi came in 2007. Of all the investment Kumi's brought, did he bring anything for us to find food to eat? Instead, everything Kumi's talk about is Coca-Cola. You live in America, and I'm challenging them. Every hospital we go to in America, the only warning they give us: stay away from soda. Stay away from soda. Besides that, it's linked to all the other investment. But that's not the issue between you and I. The issue here is you and I are saying, let's invest in agriculture and feed ourselves so that the 200 million we are spending on the importation of rice can go towards the development of the country. 200 billion, our single government.
Eugene, the question then is, the political elites who will be running your government, who will be running the government that I will be part of if Councillor Gonglo wins, who will be running the government that Dr. Chinwe will be part of if Mr. Cummings wins, and whichever other government, depending on who wins, right? If the bureaucracy in those governments are not interested, they are not interested. If they are interested in personal wealth, You think the $200 million you're talking about that we spend every year only on importing rice into this country? You think they will want to give all that sweet treat? You think any one of them want to do it?
If we are following them now, and you don't know them now, then you will not know them tomorrow. And that is why it is important, whether it be Dr. Francine, you, or myself. But I have followed a man with a track record. So I know I'm not, this is a man that his own boss said, no, I'm going to go there because he's straight. He has lived in his house for over 45 years. Another man can hire a house on that street. As soon as he president, he put out 17. How many houses can you sleep in?
You can sleep in more than one room and on one bed, and even only on a particular space in the bed you will sleep in. But the thing about it, the man on 9th Street, the reason why he did that thing, human beings, we used to be, they said we're hunter-gatherers, right?
Yeah.
So you move from one place to another place, you see small food, you sit down there, you camp small, when you move in, you collect, so you carry with you. That instinct, that hunter-gatherer instinct is still in plenty of people, especially in poor people. So when somebody like that comes to power or has the ability to accumulate wealth, especially where they made wealth and they lost it, that hunter-gatherer instinct, it kicks in. That's what happened in 2018. That hunter-gatherer instinct kicked in, and then the guys have to gather as much as they want to. But let's come back to you see, that's one of the reasons why when people criticize Mr. Boakai for being in the government for a long time, he was agriculture minister, he was LPMC director, he was vice president for 12 years. And I don't think it makes any sense to be in positions of influence and you don't use that influence to make changes to the society. Because if you are in a position of influence, for example, vice president, and you know that Liberia has a food insecurity problem, and after 12 years, you don't try to inspire that. The change you want to inspire now to ensure that the country saves $200 million in foreign or hard-earned foreign currency on imports. Why couldn't he succeed even in making sure that at least we cut that in half? Where the people who want to be making money from the import permits can keep $100 million, and then over that 12-year period, we bring it down by $100 million. To say that I was not given a chance to do it, for me, I don't really see that as a good enough excuse, Eugene. So we got to be serious about it. Mr. Barker as an individual, for me as a person.
When you're done, let's hold that debate.
Yeah. Well, let me just say something. Mr. Barker as an individual, I don't see him as a bad person. And I think it's admirable that he's lived in the same house forever. It's admirable that he's lived in the same house forever.
What I'm saying to you, you say, I don't see that as a good
That's not a disqualifier for me. That's not a disqualifier.
No, it's not a disqualifier, but let me correct something. As vice president, you are part of the executive branch of government. You were elected. They have an agriculture minister. Your president have an agriculture policy, which is your boss. Your boss run the day-to-day affairs of the government. That is exactly why the Constitution limits you to what you can do and what you cannot do. It tells you your terms of reference as vice president, that you will assist the president as the president may deem necessary. You will preside over the Senate, voting only when there is a tie. You got your job to do. You cannot overlap your function. But make JM president and see what the priorities will be. That is why when you look at arrest, when he said arrest, what is the first priority? It's agriculture. Yeah. Because if we feed ourselves, our God folk will sit there and say, let's open a sound-minded sex offender registry. We use Facebook to do it. You see the Lepteco. Lepteco, you brought in fiber optics. You let Lone Star people taking 90, a chicken egg % of Lone Star now. You know that. not like before. So the people are taking our foreign exchange away, blotting our economy and destroying it. When we consider, like what's his name, Richmond Tobin did, the group are coming from Australia to give us these Metro PC phones there. My man,
Eugene,
you just step on the whole thing.
Eugene, I'm one person who believes that we do not need an office of vice president. I think it's a drag on a budget. It's
Sonny wrong with you. Sonny wrong with you.
Why?
All the democracies in the world, they get deputy to the president.
No, not all of them.
A prime minister runs the government.
Yeah.
You need somebody at the second level. That's my debate.
The purpose for our vice president was all of you guys always make the argument that the vice president got no work to do because presiding over the Senate does not work, and waiting for the president to be incapacitated to take over does not work either. So if you think that if somebody is in that role, the president has nothing to do, then why should we have that role? If the president has no influence, the president cannot make any suggestion in the government that the president doesn't agree to, why do we have that position? Only to succeed somebody when the president dies? The Constitution already covers that. If the president is removed from office without a vice president, the Constitution says the speaker takes over. If the speaker is not qualified, the president pro tempore take over and so forth. And they will have elections in 90 days. Simple. If you think that this position is so nominal that it does nothing, then why do you want it to still be there? It's a waste of our time.
It has to be there. It's a democracy. It's a democracy.
So the reason why we have a position that has nothing to do. That's the reason why we have it.
No, you can't say it has nothing to do. It's presiding over the Senate, not something.
It's not. Because the vice president is not a member of the Senate. It's not a member of the Senate. So if you remove the vice president from the Senate, the Senate is still functional.
This Constitution is very clear.
The vice president. So
you
why somebody on the live feed just said, you know what is treason? I know the president is going to the fact that if the vice president stands against the president, then they will call it treason. Treason is not that. Treason has a specific definition. The Constitution.
That's not response to them, but let me welcome the former CEO, please.
What?
Let me welcome the former CEO, Stanton.
When he joined the debate, he doesn't want to cut in. He's joining the debate. So
you know what I like when he come here with he kind of fancy shirt, he get on the lever. I know what in lever too. That he beginning put on a shirt. That shirt. Oh
no, that is the lever brand. That's a brand.
Yeah. Way about 1972, to put him around, man. You want to wear something like I wear something like Gucci, all that kind of thing. Don't wipe your face. But before I go back to the CEO and to you, let me say this. Article 51 says, there shall be a vice president who shall assist the president, like his first job, who shall assist the president in the discharge of his function, period. Job number one. Job number two, the vice president shall be elected on the same political ticket and shall serve the same term as the president. The vice president shall be the president of the Senate, job number 3, and preside over the deliberation, job number 4, without the right to vote, except in the case of a tie vote. He shall attend meetings, job number 5. You see where we're going? Of the cabinet and other government meetings, and shall perform such other functions as the president shall delegate or deem appropriate. Job number 6. So he got jobs to do.
No.
You
are saying that the vice president is nominal, he got nothing to do, he can't influence anything.
I gave all the main job.
The president is nominal. You are saying it.
He got nothing to do. I gave
that's basically what that's the argument you people be making. That's your own argument. And I just told you that I don't think we should have a vice president. I think it's a waste of taxpayers' money to be funding that office.
Well, your opinion is well taken. Let's hear on this issue.
We'll talk about the rights issue, but let me ask you another question.
All right, well, so I can weigh on this thing. Why are you giving this Gongolo guy all the time to talk, man? Come on, listen. I came here to help you guys out on the show. Don't give this man all the time to talk. Yeah, I never say. I know. No.
today.
Don't ask your question yet. Hold on. Let me come into. Chill, bro. Yeah,
Every
come
day
on,
the
man.
man in one piece, he want problem.
No. The people trying to get a very interesting show. What the hell? The Gonglo man will say he does not want. I see what today, the 24th of June, Gonglo has never found himself a vice candidate.
Now what you think?
That's start trouble.
People, no.
That's what you think?
No,
That's what you
no,
think?
you talk your own. No, you talk your own. Let me talk my own. Now.
Okay,
The
that's
people
what
that
you
listen
think?
to you, the people that listen to you plenty.
that way.
They put that listen to you plenty. Fagon, I'm
Uh-huh.
disappointed in you. You
For what?
remember when the donkey said the grass is blue, and the tiger said the
And I
grass
know
is
donkey,
green?
no tag on your
No.
story.
Listen to me. Listen today. Sometimes give it to the land councilor. Tell him, say, okay, you're right. So he's telling us, under the Gonglo administration, as of today,
They
the
will cancel the vice
24th
president.
of June, he have not found himself a vice running mate. Because the mindset is that they don't want a vice president. Case closed. Case closed. Why are we arguing with the leper to say the grass, and with a donkey to say the grass is blue, when everybody can clearly see the grass is green? It's useless of an argument. Can we go back to discuss issue relevant to the people bread and butter? Can we discuss issue relevant to this administration?
So who
Can we leave the
because I want
Gongo?
to do something
No.
different.
Hold on 1 minute, bro. Hold on 1 minute. We're gonna sit over here whole day and allow a Gonglo man, I love to call them that, a Gonglo man, Councillor Lamik Bakor, to come and tell not only Liberians, but everybody that the grass is blue. Are you kidding me?
When did I say that? When did I say
I'm
that?
giving you. I'm giving you.
No, you say you want no
You
vice
say you don't want vice president.
I didn't say
So
that.
where
I
are
didn't
you?
say that either.
Oh, you changing it now?
To sit here, listen to me, and then say something else that I said when I said it right here is wrong. I didn't say that.
Fagon, nigga will learn. Fagon. Remember, I said talking. No, but I still talking about. I still talking about. I beg you, Councillor. I say, Councillor, get
the newspaper post said the same day. They carry the story tomorrow.
I think
that Saturday conversation, my man. Get offensive is okay. I can't say nothing. You tell me say I was enjoying the show. I got my man at your business back. Get under your skin. I came on the show. I said nothing. The man said that welcome the former CEO. You said no. The man enjoying our show. He shouldn't talk. Now I get you on number one. Now you say how did I? You say I shouldn't talk. I enjoying the show.
I made a comment in jest. I didn't say you shouldn't talk. I was just basically joking, saying I was listening.
Oh, but I see what I say. I'm joking too. Now, what you going under your skin for? You joke, I joke.
To say I said.
But listen, my man. Everything.
All right, Councillor
Pakor. Councillor Pakor. You will listen and you told the truth today. Today is the 24th of June. Why Councillor Gonglo have not chosen his vice running mate? Why?
So where in the law that says that when you choose your vice running mate,
there you go again.
You should, wait. You ask a question, let me answer it. Where in the law that says when you choose your vice running mate, you should announce the person's name on a specific date. Where in the law that says you should do that?
Oh, so that's secret selection. No. So you guys doing things secretly now.
Make an announcement on a particular date. Where in the law that says that? The next house of
can you allow us to answer? Can you allow us to answer you since you asked a question? You want to go first, Minister Fago? The man asking us a question though. You are muted, Minister.
Councillor Pago asks, where in the law you see they say you must find a vice president? When I look in the law, I got it right here. What I see in the law was what I read to him, that the vice president got 6 functions. He said, no.
That's not a question.
Don't interrupt the man. Don't interrupt the man. But man, don't
The
interrupt me,
I'm
man. Wait.
laying the
No.
premise for my answer.
Counselor,
I'm laying
wait.
the premise for
Counselor,
my
wait.
answer.
You will not
Yeah.
hijack the show. You will wait.
I'm
You're not
laying
in
the
court.
premise for my answer. You are asking us where in the law. When
Yeah.
you gave me the question, I went in the law.
I'm not answering by. I'm getting offended when you answer.
The
Man,
question
but
I
you
was
gotta
just
wait, man.
asking, how
No,
about you
but counselor, you gotta
I
wait.
get
You gotta
offended
wait.
now.
Yeah, everybody can get offended. I get offended too, man.
No,
Wait,
me, I
let's
get
answer your
offended.
question.
The Congo people.
Mama, we're not hearing
But-
you. You're not hearing you. Interrupting you too, but we're not hearing you, man. Go ahead,
Listen to
Fago. We're not
this.
hearing that, man.
I think it's only fair that you bring forth your candidate so that your candidate can be vetted, scrutinized by the people. You don't want last week of time. You go bring us Ben Laden's son and put him on the paper.
Osama Jr.
Osama Ben Laden Jr. Then you say, oh, the man was born in Maryland. So we ask you, we put pressure on everybody else, especially the ANC people. The pressure was so much until they had to go take the board of directors, infant lawyer, who just got accepted. You know when we say infant lawyer, he was false. Now we behind Gonglo. Gonglo, where is your own running mate? We want to know whether they serve on the board.
They're not in the law.
We want to know whether they corrupt. We want, because we feeling with you already. We know you're a decent guy. We know you're a hardworking man. We know you do pro bono. You love to help people. But where is this person you're running with that if something happens to you tomorrow, we can look up to and say, this man will replace Gonglo? Up to now, 4 months to election, Gonglo cannot give us somebody that we can go look behind and see whether they're ready. Then you say, which part of the Constitution says that? Okay, your answer is simple.
Let me come in.
No part. But it is unfair to the Liberian people for you to select Osama Ben Laden Jr. or, as you stated here, cancel the position of vice president. And I believe that's why you guys...
I am shocked. I am shocked. And the councillor can be in his feelings. Councillor Lame with a double R, Bako. I admire this councillor. A very young, well-trained councillor. I really don't know how many cases he have won in a way. We gotta dig into that. But do not interrupt me, ba. Don't interrupt me, ba. Don't interrupt me, ba. You say your own, let me say my own, ba. Please, ba. Yeah.
You got 3 minutes. We'll come back to Pago.
That way, you just said that thing you said you regret it. That way.
He said he coming for you.
Yeah, that thing you just said you regret it.
Oh man. Councillor Paco. Listen, this is a beautiful Saturday evening, right? We just got to chill. You tell your own, let me tell my own. I beg you. Don't try. Fago, the man threatened me, but I'm done. I'm out of the show. No,
the man threatened you.
Yeah, the man said I will regret it. I don't know what he mean by I will regret it. This man is a counselor. If he tell me that I will regret it, then it means something happened.
Because he's going to
fail. Can you clear your statement? Because you threatened me on the show.
Yeah,
okay. I can tell you the man said take color, bro.
You know, I don't expect you to make pedestrian arguments.
Pedestrian now. You say your own, I get bad. I say my own, you say that pedestrian argument. Okay, let me finish my let me finish my pedestrian argument. Let me finish my pedestrian argument. You gotta understand this. This is the spoon talk. This is not the Holy Bible. This is not the law that governs the country called Liberia. This is not the Constitution. You say your own, I say my own, and let the people decide. Let's take feelings from all of this. So let me go back and answering your question. I think you erred a little bit. I think you made a mistake. For you to tell the Liberian people you are representing Tewan Gonglo, Councillor Tewan Say Gonglo on this show. For you to tell Liberian people say they should do away with the vice president position, I think you made a great mistake. When you speak and you get councillor in front of your name, like Councillor Gonglo, you are the chief advisor to Councillor Gonglo. When you speak, when you appear, people look at Tewan Gonglo. So for you to tell them the reason why you guys have not chosen your vice running mate, that's a problem. Because you don't want a VP position at the executive mansion or at the Capitol building. You don't want it. And so, with my last 2 minutes, Fagon, I would beg you, saying you're moderating, I would beg you. I think we need to go to the phone line and ask the Liberian people whether Councillor Lamek Bako was in the right position to say that. Because I believe it would not take me back to what I said before. I heard a good thing about him, but how many cases have he won since becoming a councillor? And he threatened me on the show, Fagon. And I would take serious note to this one. I would tell the CEO, but I'm teaching
1 minute, 30 seconds.
He threatened me on the show and say, I will regret it. What does it mean to say I will regret it? I mean,
got no councillor in Liberia again.
I will regret it. I mean, are you coming after me, councillor? What really you're saying? I mean, tell the Liberian people to know when you say I will regret it.
Can I speak now?
No, let him finish his time because I will not allow him to speak when he finishes. Okay. 1 more minute. Amen.
On this note, I ask you guys to leave. I gotta go for counseling right now, and I will come back Monday because the council have threatened me. So, I feel safe. I feel safe right now.
You are done.
I feel safe right now.
Over to you. We found out.
It's regrettable. You know, when I interact with people, I like to be respectful to everybody. And I don't like people making pedestrian arguments. Absolutely. You know, the pedestrian argument should be for the people in the street. Some of the people on the live feed, they will come, oh, what the person, which case you won before?
You worry about people on the live feed? Yeah, I don't think you need to be yet.
I see pedestrian thing. Somebody can say that you just scared.
But your problem is that the best thing you can do, Councillor. For you, no, let me have the Councillor. The best thing you can do, take your eyes from the live feed and talk to the Liberian people. Because each time you look at them, then you worry yourself.
You come and repeat it while you expect you to be pedestrian.
My man, I would say, but I see your question that, my man, I'm asking you, how many cases have you won in the court of law?
Okay, wait for the man to answer. No more interruption.
The man will not answer it. The man will not answer it. The man, he will not answer it.
Right, who is that telling you I won a case and won a case and won the other case? What makes that?
No, I'm not saying name the case. I say how many.
So I work for the other person before. What relevant is that?
Because if you can, okay, you ask a good question. What make it relevant? This is what make it relevant.
Yeah, but wait, let me finish.
They may give me some time. Let me speak. You're a counselor. No, you just did. You say yes. You yield me some time.
How many cases I won? How relevant is that to the issues we are talking about?
But I can answer you.
How relevant is that?
I can answer you. You know what make it relevant? What make it relevant? What make it relevant is that you said Liberians, and we should go back to remove the position of vice president.
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
You can play the clip again. Whatever you are insinuating, the bottom line is that you gotta stop changing. You gotta stop changing what you say, man. Come on, we are live.
Let's go back and play.
It is recorded. But your bottom line is that you said there is no need to have a vice president. So then we ask you the question: is that what Teron Gonglo have not chosen his running mate yet? And he said, "But who told you that?" And I said, "Is that a secret selection?" Come on, this thing is on record. You got to be careful what you say if you're looking at pedestrian statement from the live feed. So you got to be careful what you say.
Let me repeat what I said. Let me move on,
man. Let's move on. No. You always say some fly statement when they hold you to it, and now you cry wolf. No. You always say some fly statement.
Okay, I'm the moderator.
Yes, thank you.
Let me clear what I said. What I said was that for me, because of what Eugene was talking about, everything that was bad, the VP had nothing to do with it because he got no power. So I said, but for me, I don't even think the position of VP is necessary because the president has no work to do. Then you decided to say
what is different if you say it's not necessary. Hey, my member, stop, man. Let's move on, man. what's the difference if you say it's not necessary? What's the difference if you say it's not necessary? You say it's not necessary. You say it's not necessary. You say it's not. Back up, move from there, man. That's why I asked you the question. How many? That's why I asked you the question.
There's no need for vice president. When they say, Councilor Gongolo say that there's no need for vice president. When they say that,
because this is why you need to understand, back up. When you appear on Spoon Talk, two things you need to do. Take your feelings. If you look on the live feed, people saying stuff about you, it will frustrate you, and you quick to get frustrated. I would say it because you gotta take your feeling from there. The best thing you can do now, Paco, listen. Let me meet you a little bit. The best thing you can do right now is for us to not proceed. You said there's no need to have the vice president position. All Liberians need to understand. You advising Councilor Teron Gongolo, and you saying to the Liberian people, you don't see the need for the vice president position. So then when I hold you to it, you try to bypass. My man, we're not in the code of law, man, but let's move on. Fagon, but take the show, let's move on, man. They got you.
No, let me finish it. 2 more minutes. I'm looking at it's 5:33. Take us to 5:35.
You giving the guy 10, you giving the guy 10 minutes, you give me 10 minutes, oh.
I will even give you 40, but I will be fair. 2 more minutes for you. Papa,
yeah, you get the guy 10 minutes, you give me 10 minutes too.
2 more minutes for the man.
My man, but why we're not hearing the man? You are muted, Paco. Say something, I hear you. You are muted, Paco. Now who in the studio?
So
Damo, can you unmute him?
You can say because I speak for Councilor Gongolo, so I can have a personal opinion on issues. The issue about the VP position is not something that I've just stated views today. And I basically stated my personal view on this matter because of what they and you, all of you always say that the president got nothing to do. The only thing they have to do is what the other president told them to do. You can't be making that excuse.
I've never said that. You are wrong again. There you go. You lie on me now. I've never said that. No. And that's you see,
that's not my view. So
Fagon, you see it. Fagon, you see how they got. Fagon, you see how they got just lie on you and myself. Then he in his feeling now crying wolf. You see how he just lie on you and myself. We have never said on this show. We have never said on this show that the vice president got nothing to do. The vice president has a job to do. Why you allow me on broad daylight, my man? You hurting my feeling this Saturday. I keep me happy to have a good discussion. Okay?
Calling on Diamond to
come to the studio. My man, don't call Wozy. Don't call Wozy. I beg you, don't bring Wozy here.
Diamond, please come into the studio.
What does that have to do with you talking about my?
No, my man, but you have my feeling. No,
we're not. Don't do that. Next time.
Don't do that.
I'm not one of the people who will be passing around saying, I went to this other school, I went to this other place, because I don't think those kind of talks are relevant. They're not relevant. My deals should speak for myself. If somebody wants to know anything about me, you type my name on Google, you will come across a ton of things. I don't have to tell anybody about myself.
But you better go back. That's something you hiding. That's something you hiding. That's something. Fagon, this guy is hiding something, right?
I don't have to be telling people, "Oh, you won case here, you didn't win case."
My man. I mean, why you lie on me? You tell me, say my view that the president said, no. Don't do this. Don't do this. No. Fagon,
I'm taking control. Diamond, where are you?
Fagon, before you take control, let me end on something because I'm really mad right now. I'm seriously mad. Let me say something. And I read it. No. It's not easy for me to get mad. This counselor on this show, I asked him a few days ago. I said, but how the counselor got on Spoon Talk? He and his brother Gibson Jerry. We go all over, we saw Counselor Paco. Then Jerry followed. Which program they went through to get on Spoon Talk?
So why changing the topic now?
No, I'm not changing it. That's the reason why I'm saying it. The counselor told me and you that we said the vice president job is a useless job. He just said it. And I never said that.
I read it. Vice president job.
I have never said that. But man, you know how many times I can test this guy in the night? But this guy telling me today that I said it, my feelings are hurt. I'm very serious.
We'll send you to see the counselor. Are you there? I want to do something strange.
You are not. Again, you misquote me.
There you go again. There you go again. Everybody misquoted.
I said you people have said every time the issue of the vice president is raised, you people say the vice president doesn't have any money to do because the vice president has to wait for another person for the president to say stuff before they can do it.
I know the bottom line is that that's the reason why Tewa have not chosen. That's the reason why Councilor Gonglo have not chosen his running mate, because you're thinking whether you're needed or not. But let's go ahead.
Dama, are you there?
You can't do that, man. You know,
Dama, are you there?
But am I asking for Dama? Can you please pass the message to Dama, Councilor?
I'm all right here.
Thank you, Dama. So Dama, I'm very surprised that you're having to change your hat now. You sitting right there, this wonderful councilor, telling me, say, I have said on the show on so many occasions that the vice president position is a useless position. I'm speaking for me, not everybody, because you say all of you. So I'm talking about me, not Dama. Dama, have you? I don't know what Fagon. Fagon, why you brought Dama in? Because let Dama is on his cell phone.
I brought Dama in because
that lady that been texting him.
Every time I pass my
Mr. Fagon said we're about to do an opinion poll. I'm setting up the opinion poll to be able to take down the data.
We're going to do a 20-minute.
Is it Councilor Fagon?
I said, look at Paga, this is the station. We got to do the thing. And
Paga will battle us.
We all got to be happy.
Paga will battle. You leave the councilor alone. He will battle us.
Paga can joke people, but when you hit him smart, you got in a bad feeling. Why you got
to what I don't like is if somebody attributes something to me that they say, and when you decide to question my credentials.
But you think when people joke people, they say something you say?
Paga will sleep. Paga will sleep, man.
What will you do that? How many cases you want? What I got to do with anything?
Paco, listen to me. Go sleep. You ban us.
Let's go.
I will ask you. No, listen. Let me say this now. No. Listen, Fagon, listen 1 minute. Let me say something. Let me say something to the councilor. Two things you can do: get all of your feelings, or get all of the kitchen because it's hot. This is a spoon talk. I will ask you how many cases have you won. Take it to the bank. I will say, ask you. You got to show us on the show how many cases have you won. And another thing, you will get on your skin and start complaining.
But if you want to ask a pedestrian question, you can continue asking it.
And all you gotta say, Lani, all you gotta say is not relevant to this issue.
As far as
it's relevant, it's pedestrian. As
far as I know, I can say this on the show. I'm free to ask any question. You can answer it or you choose not to answer it. It's okay. Get into your feelings or get all of your feelings. That's fine. But how many cases have you won? The Liberian people want to hear you.
I mean, I said, go to the lines, Damo. I'm the one motivating. I need 20 minutes of calls.
Damo,
what you do for me?
Fagon, you know that. Fagon, you know that from North Phantom, right?
Now, what you do for me, Damo? I don't need people to call their name, or else we'll not get enough.
Oh,
when the person calls you, just say,
the people say my question was right. CEO question was right. J. Alaska S. Peters. People say it's true. I asked a fair question. Don't be mad at me.
Go to the line, Dama. Why are you wasting time? People will start calling.
Dama, get to the message from that woman that's saying $50.
You sent Dama
how many calls? Since we're asking how many calls am I taking?
No, we don't want to give numbers. We'll just cut it off abruptly.
For what? You call people calling for what?
The question is simple. If the election was held today, who would you be voting for? That's all I need. Let me first of all say thank you.
Are you asking that question now?
Yes, now.
Why should we? Let's vote on it. I don't think we need to ask that question now, though. Paco, you want us to go there?
Because these kind of things should be spontaneous for us to respond to. You got 20 minutes to do it. Don't let him tell you.
No, the man decided to do it. For me, it's up to him. I got nothing to do with all of them. He wants to ask question in his echo chamber. If you want to ask question in his echo chamber, that's fine. You can ask a question in your echo chamber. You know, so you can ask.
Let's call the Liberian people. Quick stop or quick pools. 20 minutes.
Man, I don't think so, man. We got things to discuss, man. Why should we take a quick?
What do you want to discuss? How many cases the man won? How the man?
No, I feel what I want. All right, Pago say, go ahead.
Let's go ahead. Let's talk to the Liberian people quick. You know, make people adjust. The thing was so be fast, Damon. Let's go. Don't let nobody tell you. Let me greet Councilor Pago. And no, don't get a chance.
So are we
Quick,
taking
let me
our pen and paper to see how many?
I got my own pen and paper here. I got JMB. I got Gonglo. I got Moniba. And I got We Are. Quick.
Why you put the president to the last alphabetical order?
Oh no, but hold on. Who all you got again? You say who all name you put down?
JMB, Gonglo, Moniba, We Are, Kumis.
You put Kumis last?
Kumis is first. I want no notes.
But then you made Gonglo last?
Gonglo is third.
He made president We Are last.
I made We Are last.
Oh yeah, made president We Are last.
Man, last. No problem. To call. My man, don't get on the matter nobody. Start calling quick. On the line, you start voting now.
771075 0555 101075. You make us the
I can't believe that you.
I don't like that.
I can't believe that.
Hello?
I can't believe that you made Tewo Gonglo last, man.
Hello.
Yeah, I said JMB.
JMB.
No, wait. Let me get pen and paper.
My man, start this telling. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes. Go ahead and cast your vote.
I'm from.
Just forget the name and everything.
We don't want you no name here today.
Yeah, we want the name and everything tonight.
JMB.
Thank you.
Go to the next person. Let it be fast.
No, I'll take my time, Mr. Fagon. Yeah. Hello? I'm writing data down. Yeah?
JMB.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello?
Joe, yeah.
All right. Thank you. One.
I'm taking score 3-1.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Cast your vote.
JMB.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So
4-1.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, go ahead. Cast your ballot.
Yeah.
Who?
President We Are.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello?
JMB.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Go ahead. Who? All right. more food for
He's scared to say it loud.
Hello?
JMB.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so this person here. Hello?
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello?
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Evening. Go ahead. Cast your ballot, please.
Yeah, JMB.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Go ahead.
Hello, yeah.
Go ahead.
JMB.
Who?
JMB.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello?
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
JMB.
Bye-bye. Go ahead, please.
JMB.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
JMB, rescue one.
Thank you. We heard it the first time, Chief. Hello?
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
JMB.
Thank you. Bye-bye to you. This person here. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, JMB.
Thank you. Live, go ahead.
Yeah, We Are.
President, we are?
Yeah, President We Are.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, JMB.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Wow.
Hello? Hello?
JMB.
Hello?
Yeah,
Cast your vote, please.
JMB.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, JMB.
Okay. Hello, Councilor Gonglo.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Hello. Hello.
GMB.
Okay. Bye bye. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes, please cast your vote.
Yeah.
All right, George. We are. Thank you. Bye bye. Hello.
Yeah, GMB.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Down Gonglo.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye. So another vote there for
Did he say
Councilor
Taiwan
Gonglo.
Gonglo, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he did. Hello.
Yeah, GMB.
Bye bye. Thank you. Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay. A person invalid. I'm ready. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Cast your vote, please.
Hello.
Yes, please cast your vote.
Yes, just Manuel Weir.
Thank you. Okay. One more for President Weir.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, JNB.
Thank you. Bye bye. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, Tiago.
Councilor Gonglo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just needed a clarity there. Hello.
JNB.
All right. Bye bye to you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
JNB.
Thank you. Bye. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, cast your vote, please.
JNB.
Okay. Hello.
Yes, JB.
Okay. We got that. Hello.
Hello, JNB.
Okay. Got that as well. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes. Go ahead, please.
JNB.
Okay. Bye bye. Hello to you.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Vote, please.
JNB.
Okay. Thank you. Hello. Oh no, the feedback is terrible. Reduce the volume of your radio and call back. Hello.
JNB.
You say who? Hello. JMB.
Yeah.
All right. Bye bye. 1 year for yourself. Hello.
Yeah. JNB.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hello.
President Weir. All right. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Go ahead.
President William.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I vote CMB.
Who?
CMB.
CMB.
JMB.
No, the man said I wanted to get it clear, Mr. Fago. He said CMB.
Yeah. No, can you ask him again?
You said CMB. Who's CMB?
Clement Bwaka.
Okay, so you're going for former Vice President Boyka.
Yes, sir.
All right. Please stick with the name we know. Just say JMB so that we can get it right. Hello. Hello. You said?
All right. Please stick with the name we know. President JMB so we can get it right.
Sir, you calling from overseas. Don't mind the feedback. Just speak in real time. Who are you voting for?
Yeah, we're not hearing him. We're not hearing
Sir,
him.
who are you voting for? Okay, so the call
Can we
from
move on?
overseas,
Yeah.
when you call it overseas, the feedback is terrible. Just the feedback is delayed. So just vote. Hello?
JNB.
Who?
JNB.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, please.
PM for you. Bwaka must win.
Who are you voting for?
Me.
All right. Thank you. Hello?
JNB.
Okay. Thank you. Hello.
Jesus.
Who are you voting for?
JB, always.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Yeah.
JB.
Okay. Thank you. Hello. Please go ahead. JMB.
Yes.
Okay. Bye. Hello.
Yeah, JB.
Okay. Hello.
JB.
Okay. Hello.
Hello,
Yes. Cast your ballot, please.
GMB.
All right. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Who you voting for?
JB.
Okay. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah. Go ahead.
what about GMB, the rescue man?
All right. Thank you. Go ahead. Hello. 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 Hello on the line.
So we are.
All right. Thank you. Hello. JMB.
Yes.
Okay.
Just ask them to
Hello?
repeat.
Yeah. Go ahead.
JNB, rescue one.
Okay. Hello.
JNB.
Who?
JNB.
Okay. Thank you. Go ahead.
JNB.
Go ahead, please.
JNB.
Who?
JNB. All the way.
Okay. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, you live.
This is Steven JNB.
Who?
JNB.
Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, JNB.
Okay. Thank you. Go ahead. Councillor Gonglo, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Hello.
JNB.
All right. Hello.
Yeah, JNB.
Hello.
JNB.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. JNB.
Okay. Go ahead. Who? President Weah?
Yes.
All right.
We didn't hear that.
Yeah, he said President Weah. Hello? Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, JNB.
All right. Go ahead. Hello? Okay. Hello?
JNB.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Michael Gotomo na Joey for District 14.
Just vote, Chief.
Cut him off. Cut him off.
Who you voting for?
JNB.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Hello? Who you voting for?
Yeah, please, I was so simple.
No, without saying nothing, Nana. Just go to the polls, Chief. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, who you voting for?
JNB.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Go ahead, please. Who?
JNB.
Okay. Go ahead. Yes. Who you voting for?
Yeah, hello. JNB.
Who?
JNB.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Got that clear. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah? Who you voting for?
JNB.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, cast your vote, please.
JMB.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, sir, you're live. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Mr. Parker.
Okay. Hello?
JMB.
Hello? Okay, lost that person there. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, JMB.
Hello?
JMB.
Thank you.
Can you announce the number
Hello?
again, Damo, please?
1 minute here. I will do that. Hello? Yes? Please go ahead.
JMB.
Who?
JMB.
Okay. So the numbers to call 077771075 055101075. Call in and cast your vote. If elections were today, who would you be voting for? Let's forget about the name, where you're calling from, and all that. Just go straight to the point and cast your vote. Hello?
Yeah, JMB.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello? Okay. Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
JMB.
Okay. Hello? Sir, who are you voting for? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Cast your vote, please. Who?
JMB.
Okay. Go ahead, please.
JMB.
Okay, got that. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Who are you voting for?
JMB.
So, folks, when you call in, please reduce the volume of the radio or you walk away from the radio. The feedback will not allow us to hear you properly. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, who are you voting for?
JMB.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Who are you voting for?
JMB. All the way.
Thank you. Hello?
JMB.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm only about to see a JMB.
Who? You say what? Okay, so I didn't get him. Hello?
Councilor Gongo.
Councilor Gonglo?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, who are you voting for?
JMB.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
JMB.
Okay. Go ahead. Who? Sir,
No.
before the feedback, you have to count that as invalid. When you call,
Yeah.
just reduce the volume of the radio, then we can hear you. Hello?
Hello, JMB.
All right, thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
JMB.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
JMB.
Okay. Go ahead.
JMB.
Okay.
We'll close at
Go ahead.
6:05.
Who? Okay. I think somebody's got a device on that is loud. It's also causing feedback. Hello?
Yeah.
Who you voting for?
JMB.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, JMB.
Thank you. Go ahead. Hello? Hello?
Councilor Gongo.
All right, Councilor Gonglo. Thank you. Hello? Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
JMB.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes, President George Manning, we are.
All right. Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Go ahead, please.
JMB, the next president, my wife and my
Vote for your one. Vote for your one. Nah, representation vote here. Hello? Hello?
JMB.
Okay. Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, who are you voting for? Okay. Thank you. Hello?
Yeah, Chairman Congo.
Okay. Councillor Gonglo. Go ahead.
JMB.
Who?
JMB.
All right. Thank you. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
JMB.
Okay. Hello? Hello? Who are you voting for?
Monimba.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
You said who you voting for on the line?
Monimba.
Okay. Dr. Clarence Monimba. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah? Cast your vote, please.
Dada Monba.
Dr. Monimba. Okay. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah? Go ahead.
My name is Professor.
Just forget the name, my brother. Just cast your ballot. Who you voting for?
JMB all the way.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, please. All right. Thank you. Go ahead.
JMB.
Who?
JMB.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
JMB.
Okay. Go ahead.
JMB.
Go ahead, please.
Councillor Gonglo.
Councillor Gonglo. Thank you. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Who you voting for?
One more minute.
Who?
One more minute remaining.
All right. Okay. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
JMB.
Okay. Go ahead.
JMB. JMB.
If you be una there, baby that honor age invalid. Go ahead, please. Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
JMB.
Okay.
Four more, Diamond. Four
Hello?
more.
Hello, Damo.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
JMB.
Okay.
Three more.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Councillor.
Which Councillor Gonglo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
For your four.
Who?
Four. JMB.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
JMB.
Okay. So that's all the time we have.
606, a 25-minute call. Pool.
Wow. Wow. Dama, don't you leave. Don't you leave, Dama. We got to title this thing. Wow.
And if you don't believe the pool, then you go on the live feed.
Wow.
Because I want you will see the profile of the people. You will know whether they're fake or legit. You will see who they voted for on the live feed. Don't even take the telephone. Nothing was announced. We just jump in the middle of it. Go on the live feed. Go see your votes.
But can you ask Councillor Bakoy and myself now? Let's come in with our own reasoning here. This is shocking. Wow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So, Damo, let me tell you what I have, right?
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Damo, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead, CEO. Go ahead.
I can tell you what I have. I don't know whether the councillor was taking note. I got 101.
Yeah, go ahead.
101 for JMB. 101 for JMB. I I had 10 for George Manawia, 9 for Councillor Gonglo, 2 for Clarence Molba, and 1 for Alexander Cummings. That's what I had. I took my pen and my paper. That's what I have. So let's just wait for the orders and we can check things out. Again, I will announce I got 101 for JMB. I have 10 for President Weah, 9 for Councillor Gonglo, 2 for Clarence, and 1 for Mr. Cummings.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Were you part of the counting, Councillor Paco?
No, I didn't. The mic is open?
Yeah, it's open. It's open.
I didn't count. I didn't think it was necessary to do it because this is an echo chamber. So if you take a poll in this echo chamber, obviously the people who are dominating the echo chamber are the ones that are going to respond. But what I took anyway, we are the analysis part of this talking.
No,
I got my numbers ready.
Yeah, Paco, what you have?
I got 101 for J. This pool was conducted over a 25 minutes period. We started at 5:40, we ended at 5:06. JMB 101, Gonglo 9, Dr. Moniba 2, George Weah 10, Cummings 1. Over a 25-minute period.
That's the same thing I got. Adama, can you help us? What do you have?
Yeah, so my numbers here are that's slightly different. JMB, I had 105, Councillor Gonglo 9, President Weah 11, Dr. Moniba 2, and Mr. Cummings 1. So we have 1 for Mr. Cummings, 2 for Dr. Moniba. I had 3 for President Weah, 9 for Councillor Gonglo, and then 105 for Joseph Yuma Boyka.
Either way,
you say you have 11 for President Weah, correct?
Yes, 11.
Okay, so we say in the ballpark, plus or
minus.
In
the ballpark of a 5 thing. We're in the margin of error of 5.
All right, so it's all up to you. If you want to talk to the councillor and myself, let's chime in, and then we can hear from the people. Wow.
Councillor Bagoy, if you go by Diamond's vote in a 25-minute quick poll, you will see that he beats Gonglo by 2 votes. If you go by the both of us, you will see that he beat Gonglo by just 1 vote. President Weah beats Gonglo by just 1 vote in a 25-minute window. All right? If you go on the live feed, and I see your guy Peter Flomo, 14, your name Peter Flomo is just Peter Flomo. Now, would you say that you guys are actually gaining ground, considering the fact that you guys have come within the margin of error of 5? You have come within 2 votes.
But can you answer for our general view? Because I think the councillor was giving his general view, but you want to be specific.
Let's go with the general view first. Let's go with the general view first. Because he said
so what I would say is that no, I didn't take note because I didn't take note because I know the pool is taking in an echo chamber. So if you took a pool in any specific echo chamber, you got to realize
help us understand what's an echo chamber for the person out there that is saying, what is he calling echo chamber?
When you do a pool of a group of people who are basically your supporters, you're going to get results that will reflect your own bias. That's basically what it is. So this is an echo chamber. And anybody who comes on this platform realizes an echo chamber, you got to follow the live chat. And then you know that basically it's people from the UP that are in this, that merely listen to this program. But why I took away from this, whether you asked me, you say we should talk about our stuff.
No, I agree with what you're saying.
But let him finish. I think the councillor making some very important points that we can come back.
Why I took away from this is that since Gepsi and I got on this platform, we've made some inroads. That's why it shows. Because before we got here, the discussion basically was just UP CDC comments. But it means that now we've made some inroads, we made some real positive inroads in there. and we force people to talk about Gonglo and the issues that Gonglo wants to change. The change he wants to make to Liberia. We force the discussion to happen. And what that does is for us, I think it creates a multiplier effect in the general population. If you guys can remember, I'm always talking about the silent majority of people who are neither CDC nor UP or ANC or aligned with any party. That silent majority, I think, is going to greatly break for us the more we can have access to the kind of platforms. And I know Stanton was saying every time it comes, I don't know whether it's in joke or not, what brought the people on our platform? You know, me when we started here initially, a lot of the people in the live you were saying, why have brought the people on our platform? Because you expect that it will be an echo chamber, a feel good chamber where you'll come and discuss things that make them to feel good. And there's nobody to counter it. At least now, there are other people who are providing alternative views, and it seems that the Liberian people are paying attention to us. So that's the positive I took from this.
Thank you very much. Let me, Fagon, can I come in?
Go ahead.
Good. Let me say this. First of all, you know I'll be kidding when I say what brought you guys in. I understand that Miss TT invited you came in from that Gibson. So when I say what brought you guys in, it's the general joke. Don't be too personal. We all laugh and joke. So let's lay that to rest. Now, let me talk about this for you. You make a very, very good point. I think you guys from the Gonglo camp, you guys doing extremely well. I'm very shocked and surprised. And if we have a poll again for Taiwan to be for Councillor Gonglo to be running neck to neck with President George Manawia, I am shocked. Seriously. You can say there's an echo chamber, you say what you want to say, but for Councillor Gonglo to be running for that number 2 spot right now as a scene, I'm telling you, CDC should be worried. For Councillor Gonglo to take over from Mr. Cummings on that number 2 spot, I think, and I do believe, say what you want to say, we can laugh and joke, but Gibson Jeru and Councillor Lamik Bako have been doing something that is yielding fruit. It is important to say, and I will say it tonight, I am shocked and I'm deeply disturbed to hear and to see from the Liberian people, only one person, supporting Mr. Cummings. 25 minutes, only one person called Mr. Cummings' name. They can say, oh, we don't watch that show. No, they do, because every day we see them on the live feed. And let me say this to you, Councilor Kwako, everybody watches Spawn, CDC, ANC, people, all of them. But for today, and Liberians people should understand, surprisingly to me, I went against it. You, Councilor Kwako, went against it, but you said, you know what, that's why I'm going to show. 25 minutes, one person called Mr. Cummings' name, one. Even if this is an echo chamber, man, keep saying, to hear that Taiwan, Councilor Gonglo have overcome and have taken the number 2 spot, fighting along with Joseph Yimabwa, fighting along with President Weah, it's shocking. President Weah got, from my tally sheet, he got 10. Councilor Gonglo got 9. From Dama, President Weah got 11. Councilor Gonglo got 9. So Councilor Gonglo had solid 9, which of course now, he either number 2 or he very close. And Mr. Cummings, even, this is a shocking, folks. Let me say this. I beg you. Let me
one more minute.
Yeah, let me say that one. Dr. Moba Clarence from nowhere, having 2, and Councilor and Mr. Cummings stay in 1. That's the message. Whether it's an echo chamber or not, that's the message. So everybody have come into this race, and every one of them have passed Mr. Cummings. Councilor Gonglo, I am shocked tonight. I'm saying we can joke on the show, Councilor Lame, but you guys are doing something very important for Councilor Gonglo, and you have taken Councilor Gonglo to that number 2 spot, fighting neck to neck with Joseph Yimabwaka. Let me finish on JMB. JMB got 101. 101. If we can believe this to me, if Councilor Gonglo continue on this track, probably there will be a second round. But if not, JMB gonna take this thing first round. So what you want to say? You cannot have 101.
30 seconds.
101. And you want to question. And everybody, guys, I think Councilor Gongo should call you guys tonight, and she would really, really appreciate what you guys doing for him tonight. But I'm afraid.
Thank you.
And Mr. Cummings have lost the number 2 spot or the number 3 spot. Thank you.
Let me welcome Gibson. And before I welcome Gibson, you weren't here. The first person I told, Stanton was not here. I went in the chat room. I told Lamine, let's do something spontaneous. He knew. He probably said, oh, that's not a good idea. I'm sure now he's saying, you know what? It was good. We got to know that we're making progress. He said, that's not a good idea. So we kept talking until 5:40. We decided to do 20 minutes. We did 25 minutes.
Wow.
101 for JMB, 9 for Gonglo, 2 for Moniba, 10 for Wea, 1 for Kumis. From what we have done here, you came in when the people were voting. I'll ask you, whether this is an Echo Chimo or a butterfly place, man, people call. Women, girls, guys, from all over. What do you make of what you've just heard? A spontaneous fool, not allowed. The 2 guys that were fighting, I decided let's do something different. And we have it now as you see it. What's your take?
First of all, I will put on my journalism hat and I will say, Fagon, thank you for doing this. This shows some innovation because it is spontaneous. It was not planned for people to go and sit by their telephone to make sure they call and stuff like that. So it was not done that way. So the spontaneous nature of it show the authenticity of the calls themselves. The people that call, it show authenticity. That's the way I see it from the journalistic point of view. But from the Gonglo perspective, from the Gonglo movement perspective, I realize, and Stanton, thank you for saying what you said. But the bulk of the praises go to Councilor Gonglo as well. This man has not rested. He's gone to places, he's gone to villages, he's gone everywhere to preach his message. We are here, yes, we are propagating his message, and that is what is reaching to the larger community. But he has gone every nook and corner. So we like to say, Councilor Gonglo, thank you for allowing us to come on this platform to be part of Spoon Talk. A lot of people say, oh, Spoon Talk, some people, oh, my man, out here is one-sided. But when we come here, even though whatever people say, we are allowed to express ourselves. We can argue, and Stanton can bring the crazy joke, and Fagon can bring a crazy joke, and everybody can joke. But we are allowed to express ourselves. And that makes, for me, that makes the talk show more competitive. We can even argue, cross-talk, and all of that. It makes the talk show to be more competitive and make the people to come here and listen to us. But I think I can also say we have done well, but we need to do more. Maybe we need to dig more into Councilor Gonglo's, what makes him qualified, what makes him the best. So we need to dig more into that. And I think my brother Lamine, he's a very cool here, very methodological, policy-driven person, and I really learned from him as well. And all of you, and Stanton, thank you, because some of the crazy questions you can ask, it helps us to talk. You know, my wife asked me and said, but all these things not going to be talking, you can't get there. I said, no, they not need to get there.
That's a crazy question, man. That's not a compliment. I don't ask crazy questions.
No, but you can ask the question like, oh, you send me a message not to talk and all that kind of stuff, you know.
That's what you meant. But
yeah.
I beg you, Fagon, can I say something to what Gibson said? I'm begging you.
1 minute, because I want to say something. 1 minute.
You want to say something, Gibson? You're right. It's ever Councilor Gonglo. It's, you know, when people laugh at Councilor Gonglo and say he brought the broom outside the sweep, the Capitol building, the executive mansion, you remember that story, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
People are saying, well, even if he's not the president, he's the right man also to be part of this government and to rule Liberia. It's something about Councilor Gonglo that is resonating. I am surprised, and I will say this on my last 10 seconds. I beg you, Fagon. I am totally surprised to see that JMB won 101. Councilor Gonglo is fighting neck to neck with George Mann. We are Councilor Gonglo. I am shocked. I am shocked. And who comes third? Clarence Mobile. Everything Mr. Cummings doing, everything Mr. Cummings saying, they can go up and cause and say what they want to say. Who comes third? Clarence Mobile. Mr. Cummings is distant fourth. Remember his last result, 2017. Mr. Cummings is in a problem. He's in a deep, you know why. He's in a deep hot water. Let me say it before somebody say I'm trying to cause here. But he's in a deep hot water, and his people got to do better because the Liberian people are speaking. Thank you very much, Mr. Fagba.
Let me say this before I go back to you guys again. You know, Lami said echo chamber. Lami, I'm asking you to do a favor. Ask for SKTV polls. Ask for Freedom FM polls. Ask for Radio Magibi polls. In fact, I will send that one to you. It's going to blow your mind, blow you out of the park. It's from Magibi. Ask for what you call them, their polls. Let people show you the polls. And I will join Stanton tonight. I am surprised because over the last 1 to 2 months, you guys have brought Gonglo to a different level. Gonglo was not heard of. Call it what you want. Let's take 40 votes away from JB right now. Let's take it away from him. Even if you are in an echo chamber, is this how he's going to beat 60? Let's just limit him now to 60 votes. Consistently. JMB came second in 2017. JMB, I have said, is the front runner. Let's do a poll all around the country at the same time. You and I and the ANC people and the Moneybar people, we are saying out of 100 voters, 25 say that for George Weah. 75 say George Weah should go. What are you divided 75 persons between Gonglo, Moneybar, JMB, and Kumis? There is one fact you will not take away. The opposition is in the majority. That is a fact. Combine them, President Weah is finished. Separate them, there is going to be a second round. There's no way President Weah can get the 50% because it belongs to the rest of the group by analysis. So I'm going to go back to Pagor. Pagor,
you know, let me end my comment before I think Stanton called me to a point. Let me get Emma comment, then we can go to the counselor.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, let me get Emma comment. What I wanted to say was, when you get into a political race like this, there are 3 objectives. 1, you win hands down. 2, you go for a runner-up. 3, you finish strong. Those are the 3 objectives that any political party, any political leader will go into the kind of election. As the result shows tonight, with the kind of bragging that President we have been bragging, I would say JMB, Councillor Gongo comes second tonight. That's the way I would say it, because it is inconsequential for a man who say he got more popularity to beat Councillor Gonglo by 1 vote. It means Councillor Gonglo comes second in this pool tonight, and we can build on this. It is going to go far enough that people really begin to recognize that Councillor Gonglo is kind of a person who will serve the people that they want. And also, we have no problem with JMB having 101. The election is still far away. We still continue to discuss, but I can tell you that we are going to do, and we'll continue to remain civil here. We respect the talk show. We do our best to discuss the issues as always. Thank you.
Let's go to Pagor again.
And for us, we only have to get into the runoff. The moment we get in the runoff, there's no doubt that we win. So that's all we have to do. If it means putting George Weah in third in order to get into the runoff, it will be even in Mr. Weah's own interest for him to drop all of the race, for us to be the people in the runoff with Mr. Walker, because that helps him with his legal troubles that the UP bringing for him. So for us, we get him fair trial, real fair trial, where when he going to jail, even he will not have problem with going to jail. But when the UP people gave him that trial, he will be thinking that something bad. So in the interest of the CDC, it will be in the interest, if they really want to make sure that Mr. Weah gets a fair trial, they should be thinking now about dropping all of the race so that they can support Gonglo for Gonglo to take leadership.
Let me ask you quickly.
Yeah.
Quick question. What are you guys doing differently that have caused you to go up in the polls nationally? What are you guys doing differently?
We push people to discuss policy. That's what I think. That's what has made us to gain the grounds that we've gained. We honor no illusions that the journey is going to be tough. The next 3 months are going to be hard. And as Gibson said, that's the reason why Councillor Gonglo has been to every nook and cranny of this country, especially in the 13 counties apart from Magibi and Monserrato. And because for Magibi and Monserrato, it's obvious he lives in Magibi County, he works in Monserrato County. So getting around these two places will be the easiest things. And I think we've been reaching out to people out there who are sitting on the fence and looking for something new. We present that new thing. By next week, we'll be formally announcing our running mate to the public in this country. I think it's going to move the needle further. I mean, I didn't want to say this, but we're going to be formally doing the meeting. So you think that you people that push us to say it? Like you people that push us to say it?
Yeah.
And I will say this much.
This is the spoon talk. You have just given up. Listen, back up.
Before giving much away.
Go ahead.
Before giving much away, our running mate will be unlike all the other running mates, all the other ones. I mean, this is somebody who really understands the issues, all the different issues in this country, the bread and butter issues, everything you can think about. Some of the major issues that affect Liberian lives. There's somebody who understands those things. And there's somebody who can hold their own in any debate any day. And I think they will tower above all the other running mates. So I would say
Let me say this. Thank you. Let me say this. Wako, listen, man. We do this thing because of the love for country. It's nothing personal. Okay? At least I got something from you today. Next week, you'll be announcing your running mate. Thank you very much for that breaking news.
The people say the Echo Chiba Poo Mayor may have it. Echo Chiba Poo.
I will go ahead and tell Diamond to please. Diamond, you do the write-up on this.
Okay, it is announced. Just say one other thing. You know, the people who always talk about the broom, and every time when Fadiga says he likes the broom, I understand why he says he likes the broom. The broom is a symbol of the Liberia People's Party, and the broom signifies cleanliness. Anybody who lives, who's been living in this country where you have to be sweeping your yard all the time, you don't use anything other than a broom.
So can I
we have a terrible problem. Huh?
No, I thought you were done. I wanted to speak. Go ahead.
No, so the reason why Councillor Gonglo goes around with the broom, there are two reasons. One is that that's a symbol of the Liberia People's Party. Anybody who sees the flag of the Liberia People's Party or the emblem of the Liberian People's Party, you'll see the broom in the middle of it, the symbol of the party. And two, it also meant to symbolize what we are going to do to bring sanity to governance in this country. That's the reason why he goes around with the broom. Any patriotic Liberian who wants to bring sanity to governance in this country will not have problem with somebody having brooms to symbolize that they intend to clean up governance. I drive with broom in my car every day. The broom is in my car every day. And probably maybe I should start bringing it on the show.
Bring your broom.
I should probably start bringing it
you assume the office. But is it true that's
hold on. I can give you 3 clues. And they will tell you exactly where your VP is going to come from. You want me to
let's see where the pool, yeah, but I gotta say something.
Wait.
You want to do a take away from the pool?
You want me to keep that secret? You know I can know everything.
You can speculate. I have business. I need to be respectful.
I'm not done yet. Let's go back to the opinion pool.
Is from Bon County. Your candidate is 42 years old. Your candidate got 4 kids. Does that give you a clue that I know? He laughed. I'm not smart, man. Anybody I won't know, I will know.
Fagan, hold on. Let me say something, folks. To our many listeners out there, today we were able to get something from Councillor Paco. Councillor Tewon Gonglo will be naming Broom 2. Councillor Tewon Gonglo is Broom 1. He will be naming Broom 2. Okay, you know they get Rescue 1, Rescue 2, Fixer 1, Fixer 2, Now,
probably the first broom and the second broom.
And he will be naming broom number 2. But it's a great announcement. We know we'll be looking forward to that. We got some idea as to who that person would be. But let me say this to you, though. Going back to what we just did, Councilor Lame, the Councilor Tewon Save Gonglo, the people, I believe they are listening to him than they listen to Mr. Cummings. They are turning his ways. I want to ask you guys a question. Fagon. This is Councilor Gonglo. This is Clarence Smallback. Where do you think they're getting the vote from? Where are they squeezing the vote from to elevate them? Is it from George Weah? Is it from Jose Yimabwaka? Or they just closing up Mr. Cummings?
I will be honest with you. The votes that Gonglo and Moniba are getting is strictly the Cummings vote, the ANC vote. I'm not going to say CPP because you and I know Pelete got nothing. Even Akko people don't want to see him. So let's leave it. The people are taking Cummings' vote. And why do I say so? Moniba is young, intelligent, smart, but hey, he worked in the early government just like Cummings was part of the early government.
He's in the 3rd place. I'm surprised.
Yeah, even though he got a 2, but you can say 3rd. The bottom line is that most of the people who follow Cummings are from the diaspora. You know that. And Moniba is from the diaspora. Lived more than his life here. But you must understand that since it was revealed and established as a fact that Cummings came to Liberia in 2007 with the Pan-African Capital Group, that he served on the board of Chevron, he served on the board of International Bank, he's been around with Mark Ellen, he was even honored. Those who really saw him as Mr. Clean Hands and believed that he came to the country in 2015, having known the facts now, have decided to walk away. And who takes them? Gonglo.
Just real quick, because I have a second question, but I know you're closing your show. Councilor, can you help us? You guys getting your vote from which end? The George Weah end, the Bwaka end, or that of the ABC? Where you getting your vote from?
I think we're getting our vote from the independent people who are out there. I mean, there are a whole lot of people in and around this country that do not want either of these people who've been on the scene before. They want fresh air. They want something new. There are hundreds of thousands of people like that want something new, and they see in Councilor Gonglo there's something new. A few months ago, I was talking to somebody, and the person, this is somebody who was leaning towards supporting Mr. Bwakai, and his point was that he's also thinking about supporting Councilor Gonglo, and he was waiting for the naming of the running mate of Councilor Gonglo to make the decision between Mr. Bwakai and Councilor Gonglo. That person is still yet on the fence, so maybe by next week, he will be coming off the fence and fully committing to us. So there are many of such people out there. I think they are the ones that we getting our support from. I think that's the group.
So my last question on this note, Minister Fagon. Prior to Mr. Cummings naming his fixer 2, Mr. Cummings was on solid 3. He was solid 3. Solid. Tewon was 4 or maybe fighting alongside with.
But he was nowhere around. He had not even declared.
But what's happening now? Mr. Cummings, for almost a month or so, name his fixer 2, he's distant 4. Yeah, I want you and Pako to talk to us on this one. Did she help, or is she hurting Mr. Cummings?
She hurt, and when I say this, I say it with honesty. I say it as people know my analysis. Charlene hurt Cummings. Cummings had already hurt himself politically. He had already damaged himself when he told the Liberian people, I want to kill you to be your president. Nobody should tell me anything about vice president. That hurt him. The second thing that hurt him was he was not quick enough to clarify what he meant by It's a lifestyle I struggle with. And so the CDC beat him down on that. Now, but what hurt him greatly was Liberians came to terms when they heard that he came to Liberia in 2007. He was with Madame Salif through all the deals and agreement. That he was honored in 2011. That he was part of all the negotiations. And that Ellen saw him as her financial analyst. But more importantly, he served on the board of Chevron. He served on the board of International Bank. He was part of the Pan-African Capital Group investment. And we all look at Buchanan Renewables. When people began to dig and dig, they were like, nah, that's the same people. When Moneybag came on their show and said that he was the chief negotiator for Mount Ellie, whether LECO, WADO, he was head of the presidential delivery unit. And he served as Minister of State without portfolio. He negotiated LEC and everything. That damaged him. So the people started to look for an alternative. Those, like Bago said, who said to themselves, I don't like Waka. I don't want We Are. And I'm disappointed that all these guys are the former LA people. So I may as well go sit down with Gonglo. So Gonglo now is growing as the independent candidate. He's growing with that posture that independents are now leading to. I'm speaking as a politician, not a lawyer. I'm telling you, independents who will find themselves not taking Bwakai, but not taking We Are. Take my word for it today. Gonglo is seizing that territory, and every other person should be worried.
Thank you very much. Wendy, can you help us, Councillor Paco?
On Councillor Bromsky, I don't think she's a drag on Mr. Cummings. The decision to carry her is basically to see how they can make an inroad into the Bassa vote. I think with Bromsky and Finlay working together, I think they will win Bassa. I mean, that's my assumption. That's my forecast. I think they will win Bassa. It may be with a small margin, but I think they will win it. Because of the Finlay Bromsky tie, I think they will win there. So I don't think she's a drag on him in a serious way. Mr. Cummings, I think, forget about he being friends with Ellie and all that kind of stuff. I don't think people do not gravitate towards him because of Ellie. I think there's just a situation of likability that has been affecting him. And I think it's affected him in a real bad way.
So why don't they like him?
I don't think the thing is that many people in the country do not think he has the lived experience. Lived experience is a very, very important thing for many people, especially the poor people. You can look at Councillor Gonglo and you know that he has the lived experience. He still interacts with common people. He doesn't create that distinction between him and other people. But if you look at Mr. Cummings and even Councillor Bromsky, people don't see them as people having a lived experience. I think that one of the things.
Can you help us understand what's the lived experience again?
In Sierra Leone, they say Bobo Pin. If you know what Bobo Pin means, grassrooter. Grassrooter. When you're a grassrooter, the perception of being a grassrooter, that what God makes We Are into office. So if the people cannot make that connection, if they think that there's no way they can see themselves in you, it makes it difficult. And I think that's the problem that he has. He's strong on policy, he's strong on the economic issues and stuff like that. They make the anti-corruption noise also. But I think the issue of not getting traction from the standpoint of the lived experience, I think that's where the problem is. You know, I think that's where the problem is. I don't think
can I come in?
I want you to come in with this one. Go ahead,
quickly, before you go to your next question. If you understand Liberian politics, Charlene is by no means Charles Walker Bromsky. Besonga Finlay is by no means Councillor Joseph Finlay. These two individuals have not done anything in Bassa that they can point to say this other than running on the records of their old folks. Charlie cannot say, this is what I have done for Bassa. I'm not talking about monetary thing or whatsoever. Bassa cannot say, this is what it is.
But he won as a senator in Bassa. So give him
we
that.
ran, listen now, and we the one running the main campaign.
No, but give him that. Give it to him.
That's what I'm coming to tell you now.
Yeah.
It was a matter of CDC versus Liberty Party. Understand that. Besonga is not running as a sedition. Besonga is now on the Kumi stream. Look at the polls you just saw. Besonga has hurt his chances with Unity Party people. Hear me and hear me good. CDC people, hear me and hear me good. And if you don't have Unity Party people, you don't have CDC people, you don't have Liberty Party people, you will win in Bassa. Those are the three big counties for God, parties for God in heaven's sake. If I will repeat it so you can hear it. If you don't have UP partisan, and you don't have Liberty Party partisans, and you don't have CDC partisans, what are you carrying in Bassa to win? Those two people will not even get 10% of the Bassa vote. And the reason is very simple. They are not Charles Walker Bromsky, and they are not old man Joe Finlay. They are themselves, and they have placed their political careers on hold. Follow that analysis and see where are going wrong. That Bassa people will vote for them. Take the Liberty Party vote. Take Unity Party. Then take CDC vote away from them. What do they have? Go ahead with your question, sir.
No, thank you. I think we got to wrap up because today is Saturday, folks.
Yeah, we got to go.
Consider Paco.
Paco got day though. You know that?
You guys doing? No, I'm not going to joke this, man. They meant on like high school joke.
I said they meant out of date.
They meant only like elementary joke.
Listen to
but
me.
Let me go back.
CWA people having a party to neck. Paco going there.
No, but I didn't go to CWA school.
But they tell you say they can't invite you.
Who the girl? My man, don't put information on here that you got anything about. You know something that you want to talk about. Be careful.
They can't still get to that thing people buy.
Put information that he doesn't have anything about. Why you do that?
So which one you assuming for information or defamation?
No, but I want a defamation. A dangerous information that you're going to put up. You decide to do that.
No, but folks, let me say this.
You going there or you going there? You go
even if they get invited, he's not going there. Even if he's not going there.
I don't have any such information going to go to my man. So don't put information.
You got no reason to explain by. Even if she invites you to that town, say no, don't go, stay home. That's okay.
But he agreed already.
But it's we let's announce this. Jose Yima Boaka 105, President George Mano, we are 11. Councillor Tewan Gonglo 9, Dr. Manubar 2, and Mr. Cummins from the ANC CPP 1. I'm so shocked. Trust me. It is embarrassing with everything folks going to say tonight. They would talk the talk. They would say what they want to say. But the fact from Liberia, the people call in for 25 minutes. And only one person say I'm voting for Mr. Cummins. But my surprise is to see Councillor Gonglo coming up neck to neck with President George Manawea. CDC is in a serious trouble. CDC is in a very, very serious wahala. And if Councillor Gonglo continue on this path, Councillor Gonglo, it having to be a problem. They are getting that vote. I will agree with Fagon from Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings still traveling, he's still speaking, but something is just not right. I'm not talking about in the diaspora. No, I'm talking about in Liberia. Something is just not right. Mr. Cummings folks going into every ghettos, every byways and highways, every county and every district, but to have one person saying I will vote for Mr. Cummings, it's shocking. I hope the Cummings folks can get all of their feelings and recalibrate and go back to the drawing board.
No. I will stop you there. Let the Cummings folks go on SKTV. From there, let them go on the closing argument. Let them do the proofs. I want them to do it so that
I'm not calling other network name. I don't do that. But I will say this to you, Councillor. Let me say this to you. You guys are doing extremely well. You'll take the heat. You'll fight a good fight. And this is paying off for Mr. Gonglo.
Don't praise the people, man.
Mr. Gonglo's name wasn't even mentioned in the past. But now look at Mr. Gonglo. Mr. Gonglo got knocking comments all of the ways. It's very shocking.
Neck to neck with Josh we are.
Yeah. But that's it. It is why it is.
And now the first woman to ever bring a broom to a program. I ain't even calling you against her for the say about that secret.
I mean, I'll call it people number 2. So Mr. Gonglo taking woman as his VP.
Eugene already know the person, so let him.
BSP, Mr. Gonglo gonna select a female.
Hey, for me.
Councillor Gonglo is naming his running mate next week.
Nothing can happen from me.
Is that a male or female?
It will be a female.
I'm not going to say anything more than I've already said. What I've said is what I'm going to say.
While I'm young, man, that's good. 42 years old, I'm older than that person.
Yeah. 4 kids.
Why they got 4 kids? Let me mind my business, yeah. I mean, you won't put me in trouble. Leave me alone, man. Let me mind my business. Oh man, thank you, man. A beautiful show, a wonderful program, and we'll see you guys on Monday.
I said, Gibson going straight to the bar to go drink. He telling the point in the bar now. We have done our work. We are neck to neck with Josh. We are hopefully in the next 3 weeks. In the next 3 to 4 weeks, we should be passing Josh. We are and neck now. We'll be going for JMB.
But before you leave, say what you want to say, Councillor Lame, back on.
I'm monitoring
for JMB to. I mean, 101 councillor. Well, I mean, what's the secret here? I mean, from an opposition standpoint, why you think JMB is leading in the poll like this?
I mean, the thing is, it's obvious that Mr. Weah governed dismally. He's kind of damaged the country to a level that has not been seen in recent time. And some people are assuming that they need to have a safe pair of hands. And a lot of the people who support Mr. Bwaga also do it because they think that he's a one-termer. And then it gives them an opportunity to come back after the one term to run for president. So you see a lot of the people, especially so-called big name people who you see running after him, because they see him as a one-termer. And for them, it's not about the country. It's not about putting the country on track. For most other people, if Mr. Weah will stay in power, they're happy because Mr. Weah will be turned out. He cannot run after 2029. So then it gives them an opportunity to put themselves forward for elections. That's the reason why they do it. So when you see a lot of people gravitating towards Mr. Bwaga, that's one of the major reasons. You hear Fadiga talking all the time. Fadiga said they see him as a transitional leader. You know, so even though we have very terrible experiences with transitional governments in this country, some people still think that we need another transition.
I want to answer that question.
You will answer the question. Let me finish up with Councillor. Councillor, you think it's because you said it a little bit, but I want you to expand on it. Furthermore, the terrible job that President Weah, the terrible policy, terrible thing this president is doing in Liberia. It's like he's the campaign manager now for Joseph Yima Bwaga or for the opposition. in the holistic form, because everything that comes out negatively.
He's the best anti-campaign manager for himself, so he's doing everything to lose. That's why it appears like, because even though we're in elections here, you don't see any improvement in policy. They're not trying to change course. It's almost like they have no intention, or they don't have the capacity to change. So they think if they continue telling people that everything is fine, then the people will maybe somehow believe that everything is fine. They will vote for them again. I don't really see that happening.
Thank you,
they saw in 2010, the elections result in 2010, right? The senatorial elections result in 2010. They were routed pretty much in every part of the country. And they made themselves feel good by saying that the president wasn't on the ballot. So that's the reason why 2020, right? Yeah, 2020. I said 2010, sorry. They were making themselves feel good to say the president wasn't on the ballot. So that's the reason why they lost. Even though they lost in, I think, 13 all of the 15 counties, right? They lost in like 13 all of the 15 counties. Yet and still, they think that some magic will happen and they will win. That magic is not going to happen. I don't think that miracle has been discovered yet. That miracle has not been discovered yet. It's going to take a real miracle that will make the economic situation to change. I don't think that miracle has been discovered yet. I don't think God has revealed all the secret to anybody yet. So for them, they are toast. They absolutely toast. That much is clear.
Let Fagon answer this and we can leave. Thank you very much, Councillor. That was good.
Let me say this to you, Stanton. When some of us joined the boat and started to make the case, the issue was, what is Fagon saying to us? Because I was not the right man for the message. All due respect, Costa started before me. I don't know, there is something when I see the train going to a wreck, it's when I come on board. Manipaka Tumor and Kanyo Bala were the two for the CDC. I was an independent. When they jumped ship and went to Bromskin and had their two brand new pickups, that's when I stepped in with Sekou Kalasco, Damaro Jumade. And we moved from there, and God was on our side, we won. And basically, I will say this to you. When people sat in their living rooms, around their kitchen tables, and I made the question a case, why is it that Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf will use this man for 12 years, knowing that if anything had happened to her, he would have been our president? And then at the end of her term, she decided, okay, I don't think you should be president. Let me give it to this footballer. Because of what? Generational change. We jumped behind her, some of us took BB stick and beat the old man with it. And this old man went and sat in his corner, knowing that he had the experience, knowing that he was there for 12 years, knowing that he had the knowledge, the temperament, the heart of the country. This old man went and sat down, and for 6 years, he never bothered. For 6 years. Everything that Madam Sirleaf and him worked for, this young guy came and threw everything in the garbage. When this old man offered to help, there was only one question we had to ask. Can he or can he not do it? And everybody concluded, when you are a director, you leave, your deputy succeed you. When you are a supervisor, you leave, your deputy succeed you. When you are a minister, you leave, your deputy succeed you. In the case of Joseph Newman Boakai, Madam Sirleaf said no. Even Barack Obama took Old Man Joe. Old Man Joe is almost 3 years older than Boakai and is still running a second term. Medvedev and Putin went back and forth. That is why people are deputies so that you can see what your boss is doing and even do it well. But when people concluded that Toba was vice president for 19 years, but he came to be the best, Joseph Boakai, vice president for 12 years, the Liberian people have made their decision. They have made their choice. And so help us God, we pray that some of us live to see Joseph Nimba Boakai become the next president of the Republic of Liberia. And that is why the people have decided that, Madam, you gave us George Weah, and this man you brought in 2007, you want to get him to us? It should have been your deputy. We agree with you to bring this young boy, but you control him. You gave him all the ministers. And this is what we have today. Madam, we are sorry. Your deputy will now be our next president. And that decision has been reached, and I respectfully submit.
Wow. Folks, I think this is an interesting show, a beautiful program. Yeah, we are. Tomorrow, don't forget, Dama, you want to come on? I know you're doing God Can Bless Anybody tomorrow, Dama. The folks are waiting for you. I mean, folks are enjoying you. You'll be joined by Pastor Raymond and Pastor Naomi. Again, you'll be joined by Pastor Raymond and Pastor Naomi for God Can Bless Anybody tomorrow. Counselor, you have anything to say? I'm done, though. I'm shocked. But yeah, we are. We're waiting.
No, I will just close by speaking to those thousands of people in this country, especially in this city, who are going to bed hungry again tonight. And I want to tell them that the reason why they're going to bed hungry tonight is because the government is run by people who don't care about them, who prefer to live expensive lives while the rest of us suffer. So they should take heed of that fact. The link between the poverty and the hunger is bad governance. So come October 10, they should make a clear decision to put someone in office who is not interested in personal wealth. And that person is Councillor Gonglo, who is going to run a clean government and make sure that people don't just take government resources and waste it. Councillor Gonglo will be making sure that in every 3 months, there will be lifestyle audit. So if Councillor Gonglo made me one of his ministers, and then in 3 months' time, my daughter is driving a $60,000 car, to ask a question, where your daughter got the money from to be driving a car? And that the kind of leadership, that the kind of government that we need to make sure that the country's money is spent for the right reasons. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's just say this is very important for us. Next week, we have 2 presidential aspirants. They will be appearing. Benu Kroma will be naming her running mate here on Spoon Talk next week. She will be naming her running mate. We also, another presidential aspirant, Robert Morris, will be announcing his next week. Likewise, he will be appearing on Spoon. We want to say thank you. Again, consider a very, very important information you gave us. Tewon Gonglo will be naming his running mate next week. And again, we can trust that because it is from you. Fagon, a beautiful program, man. A wonderful Saturday. Time to play some basketball.
I'm going out there. I want to say thank you to Lamine and Gibson. They've done well. I'm proud of them. You come into the marketplace, you sell your body, and you carry your money home.
Do your body not drive well. Do your body.
Yeah, your body not good at least.
Your body. If I say body not right you.
They sold their body, and people love it, and they can see. I would challenge them to encourage other platforms and radio stations to go and do a poll. No matter where you do the poll, it was just be a whitewash. And I would like to say, Spoon is on Spoon FM, Fabric FM. What's the other one again?
Super
FM. It's on YouTube. Facebook, everywhere. And thousands of people follow. I'd like to say thanks to all of you who are contributing. I am looking forward to conclude tonight with Stanton A. Witherspoon. He is supposed to be my guest on Monday. If all goes well, you will see the flower, and it will be Stanton Tells It All. From the day he was born to when he was called Eagle Baby, he was very high-headed, to where he got into the church.
I wasn't high-headed. You see, you didn't even get me on the show yet. You're trying to allow my name. Come on, man.
You are doing my advertisement. Please don't disturb.
You didn't get me on the show yet. You said I was high-headed.
People want to know whether you are high-headed. Don't spoil the team.
I mean, I was a Christian. I am a Christian child. I was never high-headed.
No, you finished. According to our you are a Christian. You finished. So you just that Richardson now who finished saying that JMB that was step out.
Yeah, I heard that I was shy.
Yes. JMB that was step out. The team finished. A family thing. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, in the diaspora, in Liberia, wherever you find yourself, we'd like to say thank you for joining us. It was a wonderful program. We look forward to being with you tomorrow on God Can Bless Anyone. And on Monday, don't forget, Reliable Info 360 with me and Diamond. Diamond has become a superstar, and I can see that he will be at the CWA party tonight. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening. Diamond, over to you.
Yes, thank you very much. It's Magic. Diamond had to go. Magic is in studio. We want to say thank you. Come on, Magic. Thank you very much. And want to say, again, we look forward to having a wonderful show on Monday. God
Magic,
bless
I
you.
need Diamond. How Diamond looking different? So.
God bless you. God keep you. And have a good night, folks. Bye-bye.
A special one from the CEO, Stanton with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges.
Okay, folks.
Yes, sir.
Another great edition of the program Spoon Talk right here for you guys tonight.
And your boy, Friday.
Right now, we got about 3 minutes past 11 o'clock p.m.
Yes, sir. A special one.
The guys gonna be back here for you guys by Monday, by which time we're gonna be back here. Until then, my name is Prince Hammond, alias DJ Magic, out here. And on this note, this is how I like to call your net right here. I would like to say good night. Bye bye for mine.
On the beat. Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stanton with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat. Yes, sir.